and gentlemen, parkour fans from all over the world, it's time to get fired up!
Let's go!
Tempest presents Kings of the Concrete live from Venice Beach, California. How we all doing out there, crowd?
Let's hear it.
All right, they can hear us, that's for sure.
All right, well, let's get into this. I'm Chris Cote. This is Jeff Greedo. That is Josh Dohe. We will be your guides through elite level parkour competition. Things are about to get radical here on the beach. And as we get into this thing, we have some of the best parkour athletes from all over the world. Brand new course. This thing is going to be new for everyone. Let's talk about being right here in really what I think is the heart and soul of the parkour world, Venice Beach, California.
It's the first time for Tempest. It's the first time for parkour and free running on a stage like this. It's a big one. The course is huge. Athletes are looking good.
And Josh, you talk about this athlete group we have here.
Cool.
International field, the best of the best. This is going to be...
It is heavy hitters, man. We got some of the best in the world. We got the champions, and for these guys, these hard tricks ain't no thing. But now they're going head to head, and we're gonna have to see who can put it together for the final competition.
Yeah, so this is our third time running Kings of the Concrete. The last two times, we had it at Tempest HQ. It went off, but now we're in a whole new level, an entirely different stage. So to bring it out here in the wild, of course, we had to go through some things, some rainstorms, some squalls, but I got to give it up to the Tempest crew. Guys and girls got down here, went to work. There was nothing here on this beach 4 days ago. Tell me about the build. Tell me what it took to make this what is looking like one of the best courses we've ever seen in the history of parkour competition.
I mean, as you can expect, the biggest obstacle being on the sand. That posed a lot of problems for building the course. You know, bringing all the wood out here and starting to build on unstable ground, you know. Maybe a few doubts, but we push full ahead, and look what we have in front of us.
And on the beach here in LA, this is the place where all of the biggest tricks go down, so it's only fitting that we have such a crazy event here where we're going to be seeing that same level of insane tricks.
Yeah, and if you look at the field we have, so bracket system, there's no easy path to the finals. These athletes are going to go head-to-head, men and women. So as we start things off, it's going to go like this. Our athletes going to do their run, but the cool part about it, if you're the second athlete to go, you're blind. So you don't know what your competition did in front of you. That's a rule that started way back on day one of KOTC.
Got to keep it fair.
And, of course, we're rolling it through. So why do we have a blind-style competition here?
Yeah, there would be a huge advantage to going second, you know, and seeing your opponents run. If they fall, if they do tricks that, you know, you could one-up, then you just have a huge advantage going second. So keeping it fair, you don't know what's going to happen when your opponent's taking the stage. That way you just have to go full out.
Well, imagine you're one of the competitors and you see the person you're going up against falling on the course. You're not going to want to go as hard, but you know what we're trying to see here is your hardest stuff.
Guaranteed hardness when you're blind. So there are a few paths to get yourself into this competition. We have video submissions. Of course, we have elite level athletes that we know they're going to be in this contest. But yesterday, we had a qualifier that went absolutely insane. This was a berserk day of parkour right here. Same course, same crew. Wasn't live broadcast like this, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a party down here on the beach.
It was heavy, Josh. What were some of the tricks we saw?
Dog, we saw triple corks off the low ledge over there.
Triple wall wall triple.
Wall triple by James West, who made it into the competition. Shout out, James. Very nice. Geez, what else? We saw roll bomb off the low ledge, which is where you do a roll right into another flip before you touch the ground, that's a crazy amount of rotation to manage. We saw Dom flipping off the top.
Signature Dom front flip.
Yeah, the signature, the absolute signature. We saw round off dub backs. We saw a Kong gainer, one of parkour's most dangerous tricks, done upwards onto a ledge, which has really never been seen onto a hard surface like that.
So NBDs all day yesterday and more to come today. What we also saw was up-and-coming parkour athletes just getting their first taste of a major competition like this. What's the future of parkour looking like from what you saw yesterday?
The level is just getting raised every year. The bar's going higher, and the age to do these tricks is getting younger and younger. I think these athletes are seeing, competitions like Kings of the Concrete. They're tuning into what tricks are trending quicker and quicker, and they're getting in the gym and trying them.
All I gotta say is, why do you think I'm wearing sunglasses, man? Because the future for parkour is so bright. And today's gonna be a prime example of that.
Well, in the past 2 years, of course, it's been the Ellis Torhall show. He's won both iterations of Kings of Concrete. He is back to compete this year. There's a different feeling. It seems like the field is out for him. It seems like everyone else is trying to rise to the occasion to potentially take down the two-time champ. But we know how good Ellis is. What are the chances of a three-peat?
I mean, the chances are high, but maybe not as high as before. It's like you said, we do have athletes who are locking in, training, tricks that could compete against Ellis if they face him in the bracket.
Well, let's learn a little bit more about the man, the two-time king of the concrete, Mr. Ellis Torhall.
Let's go.
KOTC compared to other competitions, I think it's one of the coolest comps ever, for sure. Like, I love the head-to-head battle. It's like super hectic. It's tough to compete in, but like it's also what makes it super cool. So the thing with head-to-head that I really like is it makes me really want to bring out my own style, because I know like that's something different that the other people will not do. So how I would describe my freerunning style, it's hard tricks, aggressive flow, like powerful connections, like there's no hesitation, no stop. It's like bam, 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 and I always have some element of surprise, I would say, like you never know what I'm gonna do. And I think that's the best way to get a high score as well, to like shock the judges with some new stuff that they haven't seen before. Yeah, coming in as a two-time winner, it can apply quite a lot of pressure, but try to not think about it that way. Yeah, if I would get the triple crown, that would be absolutely insane. But you never know, anything can go, anything can happen in this format. It's super tough, so yeah, just gonna go out there and do my best, and we'll see what happens.
Josh, what makes this guy so good?
Oh my goodness. Well, so his entire objective as a parkour athlete is to raise the level of the sport. And now you got to wonder if we're starting to see that backfire, because some of these athletes are really trying to raise their level, and now they could potentially take the crown from Ellis. And also pretty funny that he was wearing a sweater that said Ellis.
Yeah.
Ellis Torhall.
Well, if you've never watched a parkour competition, we're going to break down these rules and regulations for you, starting off with the basics right here. So, Kings of the Concrete 3, we have a men's and women's bracket. This is head-to-head competition. You get 1 20-second run per round.
Whoa.
Now, that might sound like it's fast, but trust us, when you're throwing hammer after hammer, that can seem like a lifetime for these athletes. So 5 pro athlete judges, single elimination, and you're out, you're out. You become a fan, a spectator, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
It is winner take all, cash prizes, and of course, the crown. One man, one woman will be crowned kings of the concrete today. So there you have the breakdown. I mean, basically, it's performance art. You go out there, head to head, whoever has the better run. Our judges know we have a crew of judges right here. I mean, legend on legends on legends on legends.
Look.
Talk to us about this judging panel.
Oh my
So we have Tempest Pro Nate Weston. We got Red Bull athlete Pasha Petkins.
GOAT.
The GOAT. Ziza Rambe, an internet sensation. World champion Didi. And then the female world champion Lucy Romberg. All these judges
trailblazer.
could be in this competition, but
Yeah.
maybe they have a harder job even here.
Give it up for the judges, crowd. Come on, they got the hardest job here.
That's right. How
Well-
you going to judge this stuff, man? And these guys, they get one run, yes, but they also have to land everything. Like, if you're throwing crazy tricks like that, if you land one, that feels great. But the chances of landing the next one and the next one as you start to get more and more gas, boy, the odds start to stack up against you. So you really got to craft those lines well.
Yeah, mistakes will be magnified. When you only have 20 seconds, you literally, this is not superlative, you have to make every second count. Every trick has to be done proper. So with that, let's take a look at our field of elite level parkour athletes, again, from all over the world. Here's your men's division
Whoa.
to start every head-to-head heat right here, an absolute hammer. We're going to start with the big one. You got Ellis Torhall going up against Kuhn Heinen. What a way to start Kings of the Concrete 3.
And Kuhn made it up. He made his way all the way through the on-site qualifiers with a spectacular performance. Really, really big step up from him this year, and I'm really excited to see what he has in store for us.
And Jeff, for the different levels of people getting in here, the bracket right there, I mean, you see so many big names in this sport, but that's not accidental, right? I mean, there's seeding. There's a lot that goes into actually fielding these brackets.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing online competitions for years, and so some of these guys have been trying to make it in through those. for a while. We've had over 3,500 total submissions.
3,500
Yep.
videos to watch.
Yep. And so
Wow.
these guys are competing online to make it into this competition, and if they can't do it online, they come here in person.
Well, that just
On-site
shows
qualifying.
us how fast this sport is growing, as it should. I think, in my opinion, and I can see behind me the thousands of people right here know full well that this is one of the coolest, hardest, nerve-wracking at times sports to watch, especially when you're doing it on a surface like this. There's no safety net. This is all very hard stuff out there, literally.
Yeah, hard-hitting tricks on the hard surfaces. And up there we can see Ellis Torhall, the reigning champ. Yes, sir.
Talking about nerves, mine are going crazy right now.
right.
We're about to kick it off.
Let's look over. Judges, ready? All right,
All
judges,
right.
you ready?
Let's light it up. Getting his signature chalk and shoe wipes. Big fan of the shoe wipe.
Could mean we're seeing some bars.
All right, thumbs up. Here we
Mark
go.
incoming.
Ellis Torhall to kick it off. Give it up, crowd.
Scoot
Whoa.
up. Wall
Well,
gainer
gainer
full.
We are straight in. Big swing up.
Oh! Flyaway trap door. Let's go.
Like I predicted, spending a lot of time on the bars.
Right to
Cascader!
Cascader!
And that's it.
Getting them
Big
started.
stomp.
That's
in
what
the
he
first
does.
Run.
That's
That's
Ellis.
That's an Ellis
That's
entry if
Ellis
we've ever
Torhall
seen
stuff
it.
right there.
That's the warm-up right there. Come on.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did see maybe a couple stumbles in there, maybe out of character for Ellis, but he brought it back and stomped an absolute banger of a first run.
We got
Look at
replays
this
right
replay.
here. Jeff, give us some of the highlight tricks right here.
Here we go. This Cascader alone to end. Oh, my gosh.
A very dangerous trick because the con gainer, which is kind of the base move for that, is already a highly dangerous move because your head's going right past that ledge. But with the Cascader, you need to hug that thing and stay mad close. So it actually dials up the danger and the difficulty of that trick by a significant amount.
And one thing that the judges beforehand said that they're looking for is flow. They want to see liquid all the way through all your tricks, no stutter steps between your tricks. You don't have to necessarily use the entirety of the course. That would take about 5 minutes to hit everything. The course is giant. So I like that they're not trying to, make these athletes think necessarily outside of their own box. They're going to do what they do, run to their strengths, and let's bring up our next athlete.
Speaking of boxes, we got Koen Hellion up on the box right there. He is the master of the course tour. This guy's got stamina, he's got flow, and he has been really stepping it up this year. Really excited to see what he has here for us.
You'll see athletes stomping their feet, wiping their shoes. That's just making sure the grip is in check, waking up the legs a little bit. They're about to do some really hard tricks, so you got to get in that zone any way you can.
Let's go.
Thumbs up.
Looks like
20
Koen's about to
seconds on
start.
Come
the
on,
clock.
Koen. Show us what you got. Gate full!
Landed well, he's transitioning straight into.
Oh! A cast up to back full.
Taking the bar. Toe
Oh!
side.
Nice, really good
Still
transition
going.
out of that.
This is flowing together really well. Let's see if we can pack in one more big trick here.
Double full and stomps it.
Stomped right in front of the
Wow.
audience. Hands up. He looks stoked with his run. We'll see what the judges think with that run against Ellis.
That was
Kept
a
it mad
tight
local.
20.
Yeah, it was
tight
a
20.
tight 20.
Packed
Kept it
in.
real packed in that corner of the course there.
Now, it's not quantity over quality, right? It's not
Uh-uh.
more tricks the better. It's the impact of the tricks you do in the span of 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, going longer isn't always better.
All right, we're going to give our judges a second here to deliberate. They've got their paddles in their hands. The drama of the first head-to-head match. I got the thumbs up from our head judge. All right, let's go for the reveal.
Who's going to take it? Ellis takes it.
Ellis across the board, unanimous decision. Hey, Koen, big ups. That
Big
was a
up.
sick run.
Let's go, Koen.
Give it up for our first two head-to-head brackets.
Ellis, one step closer to defending that crown.
There he goes. The man
Going
has
down
ice.
on the world stage,
He's
man.
got ice in his veins.
Come on, blood in his eyes.
Man. All right, so takeaways from the first head-to-head match right there.
Again, kind of maybe the nerves, maybe the delays got to Ellis a little bit. We did see some stumbles, out of character for him, but he brought it back.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a delay due to the rain, and you got to wonder if that cooled the athletes down a little bit, maybe watered down their minds a little bit. And now as things start to heat up, as the crowd starts to cheer and chant for them, I think it's going to add some energy and really wake these guys up.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Our women are waiting in the wings as well. We're going to go straight through the men's first round bracket. And why don't we just start our second head-to-head round right here.
Representing
with one
the
of the goats of our sport, right?
True.
Come on.
The human trictionary, James West.
This guy
Solo
has
flow.
The leg.
like 1 billion views on YouTube, every social media. If you know
One of the
anything about
hungriest
parkour,
athletes.
you know this guy.
James' legs are something to behold. He's got so much power in them.
But we'll see if the course can contain him.
He said, move.
You'll see him signaling just the cameras to make sure that he's not going to land on anybody while doing some radical aerial maneuvers.
He's got some insane twisting power and some of the highest landings on double flips, making it look like nothing. Let's see what he's got for us.
About to fire it up. Give it up, crowd. This gap to start is massive.
Here we go. Big
Side
flip
flip.
gap.
Oh, pop side out of
Upside.
that.
A little bit of a surprise element there. It's a good way to leave
Whoa.
the judges, too. Throwing something you don't expect.
Triple
Whoa!
There's that twisting we've been looking for.
Very characteristic of James. When he does twists, he makes me believe I could do it that easy.
So,
He does make it look easy.
tell me about the power that we just saw right there. That is, the whole place is shaking. The distance that he went from end to end, and literally only used about 10 of the 20 seconds allotted, but made it count.
And starting up high is really nice because you get to use a little bit more gravity and a little bit less of your own gas. It can really put you at an advantage compared to an athlete that might start a little bit lower. It's going to take a lot more power to get up and through the course.
And the final trick, banger.
Yep. That was the
Banger.
perfect example of like a quick, hard-hitting run to leave an impression.
And that was light work for James, hitting a trip off of that. Got trips on lock, baby.
All right, so remember, the second athlete in our head-to-head round is hidden behind a wall. They have no idea what just went down. Caleb Craig, 22 years old. Caleb,
And
the flowing locks, blowing in the winds. I'm feeling the drama right here. I'm loving
He
it.
belongs
so
on Venice
casual.
Beach with that surf hair.
yeah, baby. And one of the newest big hitters on the scene, really been popping off over the last few years, and he has a high level of risk, very high level of difficulty in his runs.
Thumbs up, let's
on.
go.
Let's go, Kerrigan.
So Caleb
Like
has
Mikey
20
hitting
seconds.
something big. He's hyping himself up there.
Oh, the Gregors, let's go.
And with Caleb, you know it could be something big.
Gainer across
And
the
gap.
gap. Little layout
That
in
is
there.
a huge drop.
Let's go.
Took the impact well, and he's flowing into the next trick.
Oh!
Oh! Double fly with the stall in the middle. We call that a Coca-Cola.
Looking good, Caleb. Come on.
Back to the bars.
Oh!
Wow! The
Classic
execution
punt
on that
blocking.
was so
Give
good.
it up.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, Venice
Has
Beach.
got Venice Beach on their feet.
Wow.
Caleb brought the heat. That's an
Hey,
entrance.
you feel the energy, right?
Welcome back, Caleb.
Let's go, Caleb.
That's a tough one. Two very different lines for the judges to pick apart here.
Again, judges have a hard decision right here.
Like that last trick that he hit, such a technical move, so difficult to rotate that one, and he snatched it so nice.
Sick style, too. Everything super stylish in that last run. All right, I got the thumbs up from our judges. Let's flip those cards.
Come on, guys. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah!
Caleb Craig,
There you
moving
go.
on.
The Craigers takes it.
4 black, 1 white. So, 4 black. So that tells us, right, the speed, the power, the flow, the technicality.
Come
You know,
on.
we've been saying leave an impression with the judges, and I think the tricks Caleb did that had stall elements in them, and the way he stopped that last trick, the execution was perfect.
I feel like James Craig had the purest vote, right? That was pure power
Yeah.
parkour.
There was a clear winner there. And I was talking to Caleb just before the competition today, and he was saying he was not expecting to win against James, so I hope he's got a couple more runs for us in store.
Man, I love the visuals that we have. Venice Beach is a feast for the eyes, right? Everywhere you look, there's something cool to see. We're about to see something cool right here. Shea Rudolph, half of the twin parkour powerhouse. These dudes have been going off for a long time, and you're about to see why.
It's crazy that both twins have been such a high level and kind of chasing each other's tails for so long, man. Let's go.
Thumbs up.
Starting with an upper parkour and
He's
really
got-
with their optical interaction.
Oh!
Something surprising here.
360 across the
Wow,
Front
right to the front
gainer!
gainer. What a connection.
And a low ledge, too.
He's going nonstop. I haven't seen him really take any extra steps so far, and that is so important for Caleb. He's seen a lot of
Big
big
swing!
out. Oh, that was humongous.
Come on!
Wow.
Wow, maybe paying homage to Caleb Craig last run. We got a mirror image there with that
Yo,
Coca-Cola.
that was on the edge right there. That was on the edge, and I love to see it.
That's a classic twin parkour line.
Yes, sir.
I'm not disappointed one bit with that.
Heavy,
Here's some
heavy
replays. We do have these first connections at the top coming down the course. Hard tricks, connected well. I mean, what else can you want from this run?
So powerful. And then look at this swing. Shaboom! Almost handstand.
You can really see the KOTC style runs coming into play here. I think the athletes are really kind of gaining experience in this style of competition and learning to pack it in.
And I want to tell you something. As a grown-up, a grown man, those landings are
Can you feel it from here?
hectic. You can hear it. You can feel it. Everyone in the crowd right here hears these landings. For you at home, I'm not going to tell you to jump off your roof onto your driveway. Don't do that. Leave that to these guys. But let me just tell you, each and every drop is incredible. And you're about to see more of that right now.
Up top, we got the Dazzler, Jake Rendazzo.
Made it into onsite yesterday, and he didn't even plan to compete.
You're making Jake qualified?
Jake
Come on.
was going to hold the camera and take photos this time around, and he said, you know what, I can't set this one out. And made it in.
Let's go, Jakey. Make it happen. That's right. Wim Hof.
We go.
Oh, Gator's step
Very
ball.
technical. Something like that is risky to put in these lines because they put in a row.
Oh!
But he's
Dash side.
fine. Big setup for this wall. Conflict touchdown, straight to pop back. Packed in.
Oh.
He looks happy.
That was sick. And obviously, every single athlete that's competing here today is dealing with some kind of injury. You don't
Yeah, you
do
see his
parkour
wrapped
at this
up.
level
Yeah,
without. So I give it up to all of these parkour athletes. They're all fighting through something, but they're making it work.
You know, I really like looking at the replays here. Jake kept it unique with a couple connections. The gainer step through was, again, really technical. And then this wall trip with a touchdown. He's just adding elements that kind of make the tricks harder than they need to be.
And that second touch, you're completely blind. You got to kind of just trust that you got the right spacing on that palm flip blade touch.
This one's tight. The judges are looking ready. All right, judges, flip their cards.
Yeah, it's a tough one. All right.
Here we go.
Twin parkour into the
Twin
next
parkour.
round. That is Shea Rudolph.
Another win for Parent Trap Parkour.
Yeah, give it up to both these guys. Give it up, crowd. Both these guys fighting through it.
This is some high-level stuff, and it's only going to get bigger.
I love how fast this sport goes. These competitions go so fast, it's like a bullet train.
We're moving quick.
We've left the station. There's no stopping us now.
And here we have another competitor who made it through on-site qualifiers, Callum Chatwin.
18 years old.
What?
Callum Chatwin has a pretty unique style, a lot of tricks you won't be seeing other athletes do, so we'll see if he uses that trick back to his advantage.
Yeah, mixes those very unique tricks in with some hard-hitting bangers.
Callum giving the thumbs up.
Let's go.
Where it go?
He's ready to go. Palm trees in the background, over this gap. What does he have?
Oh!
A twist to start it off big out the gate.
Sukahara!
Wow.
What an angle on that!
That is such a tricky place to do that trick, and he pulled it off pretty effortlessly. And
Oh!
that bar's
come
still
on.
going! That is a thin palm tree to place your feet on. Risky to do mid-line.
Come on.
Non-stop. Wow.
Nice!
What is happening?
That's the stuff.
That's packed in. He didn't stop moving.
Nuh-uh.
I know we said 4 or 5 tricks, but he did about 10
10.
in the amount of time you could do 4 or 5.
And that Sukahara, most people have to hit that going straight off of the ledge, but Callum, using that area of the course and going diagonal off the ledge, and you're risking going a little too close to the wall, but snatches it and lands it so nicely.
And one thing I know we all love, I know the judges love, is surprises.
Yeah.
Going off the palm tree, the only natural element we've seen hit yet here in Venice Beach. And that right there, that just shows you creativity is a huge part of success in this sport in competition. Style, of course. And if you ask me, one of the best styles in the world of parkour is about to show us something right now.
Yes, we got the NorCal team kill with Ryan Abiang.
Oh yeah, 2 guys from about the same area, Bay Area of California, going head-to-head first round. Kind of a bummer to have to knock your buddy out first round, but
This is a final right
it
here.
does make for a good show.
Rai Rai's got some really high-level twists, has really been leveling up with his bar moves. I know that he's trying to hit a dozen triples today. Wonder what ones he's got for us here.
He's one of the athletes that said online he is really locking in and training hard for this comp.
And even
Look
though
at
they
it.
can't see the runs, they can hear it. They can hear the crowd.
Oh, needs a little chalk.
We're looking for some chalk.
We got a chalk boy up there.
Chalk break.
Oh, Jesse on that chalk.
That's a legendary chalk guy right
With
there.
the chalk going up, I do need to talk about these athletes are doing very hard tricks. Tricks that maybe are at the peak of what they have. So making sure their hands aren't going to slip, making sure the shoes have the grip they need. It's really important at this level, at this stage. So taking a little bit extra time to chalk up, always a good thing.
We're fine with that.
Yeah.
Could
I'll
buy
take
you a
it.
little extra time as well.
Might mean we're seeing something
Builds a
crazy.
little drama too. Nothing wrong with that.
I know, I'm jumping out of my seat.
All right, hey crowd, let's go.
Come on, give it up for Rai Rai. Come on.
Hey, and you at home?
Wow,
That's
you
right.
guys can
I feel the
freaking-
ground shaking with that.
Oh,
we're straight in.
Double cork. Frog gainer.
Down the ledge. That's so low for that trick. 3, like
Wow.
onto the bar.
Let's go.
Cast out. Whoa, he's up. Full in
in.
like nobody's business.
What a landing.
Come on, Rai.
Bro.
He-
Come on.
Oh my God.
Now
You
I
couldn't ask for a
don't.
better
I'm
landing.
glad we're right here and we're not over there with our judges because that.
Oh my goodness, let's look at these replays.
Oh, I'm glad it's
right
slow
here, the
motion.
frog gainer, low ledge, but
He
what we
twitched so
really
fast.
need to see is this ender here. The triple, he makes
That
it
was a
so
triple?
easy.
Oh my goodness, man. You blink and you're gonna miss a twist or two with Ryan.
And up, full in, straight to bolts, as they say.
Bolts.
Absolutely
You couldn't have
stomped.
made that better.
All right, thumbs up from the judges. Here we
That's a-
go.
Come on.
We're going.
All
to
right.
Black across the board.
Rai Rai takes it.
All right, boys. What was it? What was the difference there?
I think this is the right choice, but do not discount Callum. That was insane as well. I think Rai just brought a little bit harder of a level. A couple more twists, a couple more double flips, and really that's what matters here, Kings of the Concrete.
Yeah, I think that that frog gainer up top, especially off of such a low ledge, is really going to set you ahead. And also landing that triple full so nicely.
And I just got to ask for the people out there that don't know much. Where did all these trick names come from? They're just like, usually there's a line, surf, skate, snow, there's a connection. Parkour tricks are in their own world, as they should be.
Where does
totally
frog
different?
gainer come from? Like, who named that?
John Frog?
I
John
don't even.
I think
Frog.
you invented it. All right,
Because-
Kaito's coming up. Kaito
Kaito
has
from
been
Japan.
shining in KOTC competition.
Kaito took on Ellis last year in the final and was so close.
Mega.
He did scoop quad full.
Yeah, he is so locked in this year. He is a high-level contender for first place, and he can really mix in those insane, very difficult tricks with flow and swag. I mean, look at those shorts, dude.
I'm glad you said flow because it really feels like flow has been a huge aspect of what has been getting the win in these head-to-head competitions so far.
But flow at Kings of the Concrete is not regular parkour flow because you have to flow the big tricks.
This is
together.
video
Yeah.
part flow
It's
right
all
here.
big tricks.
Yeah.
This is video part flow.
It's enders only around
Enders
these
only.
parts, baby.
Yeah, throw hammers or don't throw.
Throw hammers or put the tool belt away. Come on.
Let's go.
Give it up for Kaito.
Kaido's ready to
Give the man what he wants.
Let's make it happen. Setting up for something big up top.
Oh my God.
setting up for a spin.
Triple cork
triple
across
cork.
the gap. First round. No way.
Wing double, a little bit of a stumble, but he's flowing into it.
Oh,
That
saves
first
it with
trick, I don't
transition.
know what he even needs to do.
Let's go.
Go, something big. Another
Triple!
Spin like nobody's business.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, can we talk about the first trick?
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Gosh,
Tell the world.
So
talk.
just last year we were seeing in world-class competition
Oh
triple corks
my
happening, and now
gosh.
it is becoming such a given in these
It's the
competitions.
first round. This is
It's
the first
first round.
And he went in with, what do we have coming?
Storm.
So
Storms are coming.
Kaido did triple cork across that gap. It's really tall, about 8 feet across. And no, it is 8 feet across. And he landed it almost perfect.
Holy crap.
It feels like the
I can't believe
the
it.
level is rising with every match.
You know, we talked about this before, Chris, but every year KOTC comes along. I don't know how it gets harder and harder. The level goes higher and higher, and yet somehow it does.
Oh, wait, we got some new blood right here.
Oh, Caleb, master of the Kong, double gainer.
Oh my God, you guys, I can't watch this first trick. I'm a father. I'm scared. I'm worried. But
So
I
you've
actually
seen
have
Caleb
full.
on.
I have full trust in what's about to happen. Crowd, give it up for Caleb right here.
Let's go, Caleb.
Let's see.
It's about to get rowdy.
Yep. Big stuff going down. Yes, sir.
Heaters only.
That's right. Turn the heat up. Let's go.
Locking in. Taking the time he needs.
Yes, sir.
Could be something big. Come on, Caleb. Hype him up, crowd.
Get that energy up. Let them hear it.
Dedication in the eyes. Kong gainer.
A huge Kong gainer.
Flow is good.
Oh,
What a
screwed up
double.
dub. Whoa.
And slamming a bit, but
Yo,
You'll
give it
take
up
that.
for Caleb.
coming with the heat. He knew he was against Kaido. He knew he had to go big, and he did.
Just didn't quite have the rotation on that Kong gainer to snatch the double, but honestly, that's okay. A single is okay as well.
Hey, I mean, the toughness that we saw right there, the grit,
You
and the
guys,
fearlessness.
I'm not
That was
gonna
the
lie.
scariest
My heart
couple
is
of
racing.
tricks right
Yeah,
there.
my heart is racing.
Yeah, I think one thing that might have affected that full-in landing was he was getting a little close to that corner. It's actually kind of nice that he opened out just to be sure of where he was in the air.
All right, well, our judges have deliberated. We're going to flip these cards. Let's go. All right. one
Kaito
across the
takes
board.
it.
All right, our runner-up last year, making his way through, advancing into the quarterfinals. Give it up one more time for Caleb, putting it on the line for all of you.
Yeesh.
Yo, you're a warrior.
Caleb first showing at a bigger comp like this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's
And you
definitely
know-
not the last we're going to see of Caleb.
No.
Of course not, but
see
you
him
know,
next year.
when you're young and you're coming onto a stage like this, you know, KTC is a big deal.
But if
the
there's some
nerves
kind of
play. The
if there's
nerves
some
play.
kind of like send award, so far it's going to Caleb, in my opinion.
Big ups to Caleb. Yeah, I mean, those were not easy tricks, man.
Well, and also, you know, I think that he wanted that Kong double gainer up there, but it is such a short run-up that you have to generate so much power to make that happen.
You know what, guys? In the words of Frank the Tank, let's fill it up again. Another head-to-head
Straight
match
back
for
in.
you. Tomoyo Suzuki, 27 years old. Let's go, Tomoyo.
Foxhound.
The Foxhound.
SRT on Instagram.
Master of flow, high-level tricks, and maybe the most chalk on his pants we've seen in this competition today.
Good, good. Chalky pants means something cool is about to happen.
Got
You know,
chalky
I think.
pockies.
Tomoyo's been submitting to the online competitions now for a few years, and I've been really looking forward to seeing him at the live event. And here he is. He
And
was
his
talking-
signature is kind of flow, 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 right into a really high-level trick. He's got stamina and a ton of power.
Double thumbs up.
Come on. Here he comes.
Tomoya taking the stage.
360 across the gap.
Oh, that was smooth.
Double
Double
cork.
cork!
Oh, that was
Wow.
such a precise landing.
So close to that
Saved
ledge.
it. 540 roll.
He's still
I can't believe
going.
he recovered and is just banging out more tricks. Flyway punch.
Oh!
Wow.
Basically a back handspring, though.
You have to give him props for sending. I mean, you could get so thrown off. With
He
a little
sent
something
it
on
and
line.
saved
He
it.
just kept
Wow.
up.
That's why parkour athletes make for the best stunt people in the world.
Wow.
Saving yourself. That was cat-like reflexes.
Dude.
There was like 4 near disasters that he averted in that run.
Like two
Just
top-level
kept
saves.
going.
Like that flyaway, that lache, where you're backflipping in the air and punching off of the wall. Really, really smart that he put his hands down.
Well, and you can see in this replay right here, he was just a little bit far away from the wall to get the rotation for the backflip and sent it anyways.
Well, he earned some time in a jacuzzi because he's going to be sore tomorrow.
And from jacuzzis to doozies, we got Tanguy van Schingen, the Flying Dutchman. He has got it all. Speed, power, and style. This dude is a powerhouse.
And you guys called it, you say he's the sleeper in practice because he was going off in today's practice.
Yeah, and he was saying also online that he's been really trying to drill in some tricks he's never done before in competition
Okay.
in
We'll take
preparation
it.
for Kings of the Concrete.
A
We'll take
frequent training partner of Ellis Torhall as well. Those guys are two peas in a pod.
Hey, I saw them in a foot race this morning.
Yeah.
This guy's fast right here.
Let's go.
He was just running down the beach or what?
Yeah, Baywatch style.
Oh, wow.
Getting in the zone.
All right, different start point that we've seen.
Visualizing and then actualizing.
Tangy made it in last year at Kings of the Concrete. Ended up getting out and then not expected to come back this year. But due to some dropouts, he got a last-minute spot.
Let's go.
We're ready to see a rock.
We'll take those wins. Yeah, standing start here. Where's it? Come on!
Go. Big windup. Gainer.
Oh!
From standing, the power required for that.
Wow!
Insane.
Not a small lash, that's for
Oh,
sure!
no, Cass
Wow!
stopped. Last trick maybe. Nope. Still going.
He ain't done yet.
Back onto the board.
Here we go!
Full
Full
in.
in.
Stopped.
That's the run he wanted.
Oh
Pointing to
my
the
That is the run
judges.
he wanted.
Pointing to the judges.
Seamless
Yep.
execution.
Yeah.
And what a
Making his
beginning.
claim.
That gainer double full off of one leg, dude. What a crazy angle for that.
Hey,
Tangy is so polished.
making eye contact with the judges is bold, and I like it.
He's like, is that what you
Tight.
wanted? And yes, sir, absolutely.
I mean, the replays right there show it. The control, linkage.
Here we go. Bang your last trick.
Oh
and
my
again,
goodness.
just like Rai stomped it.
All right. The judges have had their conversation. It's time to flip the boards. Let's see what you got.
Tangi takes it, baby. Come
Off the
on.
board.
Tangy to the next round.
Unanimous decision.
Yeah, you know, some really, really solid landings in there put him far ahead, but also the tricks that he chose and the way that he put it together, I think that set him forward as well.
Tomorrow's toughness, though, is showing, right? Just walked off after
Yeah, after hitting the
probably some of the gnarliest
Yep.
slams or near slams that we've seen.
Oh, and
Oh.
speaking of
Hey.
slams, the master.
I've heard of this guy.
slams, Dom
Dominic
Tomato.
Tomaso, a.k.a. Dom Tomato.
The tomato.
The
I don't think anyone in the parkour universe has celebrated and shared this sport more than Dom Tomato. This guy is an icon, but also he passed it along. He trains the kids. He shows up at Woodward every summer.
Yeah, he is.
It's a
Dom
joy.
is
We're
such a-
stoked to have him here.
such a
It's going to be a
personality.
joy to watch.
Yep. Dom took Kalen Chan's spot here last minute for this comp.
Yeah, on the freeway, right?
Yeah, he was on the freeway. I called and said, Dom, you're in. And he said, okay, I'll be there.
Had the least amount of practice time out of all these athletes, but he's not going to need it. This man is locked in, baby.
Dom is used to sending.
He's seen the course. He just really hasn't
he did,
touched the
he
course.
did participate on site, so he's had some time. He's thrown some tricks on the course. He's not coming in completely fresh.
And he's the master of see it
He's the
and
master of
just
sand,
do it.
so
Hey, give it up for Dom Tomato.
Come on. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Dom's got like, what, 3 mil on his
You know him, you love
I
him.
think so. That's one big tomato right there. Let's go.
big dive.
Huge
Not much
dive
line up for
roll.
that gap.
Impact.
Hat flying off. Onto the bar. Bar Dom.
Tomato
Backboard.
flat backflip.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
Line
yeah.
up. And another one.
Oh,
Oh.
splat to splat, baby. Come on.
Fun to watch. Very on brand for Dom. I love that run.
First use of that big cone thing. That actually,
that cone thing.
that is part of our trophy. The winners of this contest get to etch their name in graffiti
Oh,
right over
nice.
there.
Yep, kind of spray painting your name into the Hall of Fame.
Damn.
Yeah, we
And that
have
dive roll, the impact, man.
All right. I believe our youngest competitor, 15 years old. Give it up for Larry.
Come on, Larry.
Larry Barr, this kid, he flies.
Larry is so fun to watch.
And Larry took an insane slam yesterday, and he is back and hitting it like
He
it
took
never
the slam
happened.
mid-heat and then returned and kept running.
In the same heat.
Oh, right in.
Gate across that
Across the
corner.
gap there,
Crazy
over the wall that just
placement.
raised up there.
Oh!
Into the sand. He's gonna keep it going though. So much energy and flow.
He's
coming.
so light on
pop
his
cast.
feet.
What is this, his 15th trick?
He's had so much speed going. He just carried the momentum.
Whee!
Wow, that was a pretty good run.
Hey,
Come on, Larry.
the tuck at the
Yeah.
finish.
Packed in, Larry.
Oh, no biggie. He's just going up against Dom Tomato.
Keep going, Larry.
Man, and even that cart twist was so nice, man. He's just so light on his feet. I don't think I heard a single one of his
Yeah,
landings.
I do need to talk about the sand is off limits. Anything landing in the sand does not count in
Okay.
your line.
Rock
But
row.
obviously we're aware
They can
you
catch
can
it with
still
his
go
toe.
in it. So as long as you're not doing tricks into the sand, it's totally okay to go in. But we'll make sure that course gets blown off and safe to go.
Judges obviously taking their job very seriously. No smiles. They all have great poker faces.
Our oldest competitor versus our youngest competitor.
Oh, did the math.
Wow.
All right,
Thumbs at
got a
least
thumbs
twice the
up
height
from our
difference.
judges. Who we got?
Oh!
Larry going
Jeez, let's go!
Oh, you just took down a legend.
through. Let's go,
Come
Larry.
on.
Keep going, Larry.
Advancing to the quarterfinals, Larry Vivar. Hey, we got to give it up to Dr. Cheyenne Safar from Unity Physical Therapy. It's going to take some physical therapy for these
Yeah.
athletes after this.
Half of them are coming into this already kind of injured.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
But
going
Sean's
on.
back there taking care of them, making sure they're ready to go.
Yo, with that dive roll that Dom did, he might need a little chiropractor visit too. Or maybe he doesn't anymore.
An ice bath for sure.
Now we have the resident sleeper, one of the most stylish athletes here at the competition today, Denali Ceruno, master of the double flips and crazy plyometric connections, variations. This man has it all.
It just feels like it's not a proper parkour competition unless Denali's there.
Yeah, baby.
You got to have Denali.
He's got to be there, and he's got to throw a Lincoln swirl.
Yes, sir. Let's get swirly with it. Come on.
Denali's kind of your favorite athlete's favorite athlete.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
He just does it different, man.
Calming the nerves up there.
Bring the heat.
How many times is he going to go off axis, Josh?
Oh! Was that a triple?
Whoa.
Let's go! These connections, though. Oh! Paul Lincoln swirly! Let's go!
Whoa!
And that is not a spring
You know
floor!
what?
Hey,
That was pretty on brand.
that was like one clean line from beginning to end.
Kept us guessing, stomped everything really well. On brand for Denali. Off axis, comboed well. What else could you ask for?
I got to ask,
Goodness.
the bit of running. The bit of running, what does that do in the eyes of the judges?
You know, again, you want to flow your tricks together. Running is, across an area is usually kind of a no-no. But in this case, I think it played in well. It didn't feel like it took a long time, and it ended with a big trick. So, worth it.
Whatever delivers you to the next dopest trick,
I
honestly.
like that. And he was sprinting, actually. All right, 13 years old, officially our youngest competitor in the draw.
Oh, true.
This one is going to be super fun to watch. Unisuke Narita.
Sue.
Sue in the blue!
Let's go, Sue!
Blue hair.
Give it up for Sue, ladies and gentlemen. Come on,
Come on,
13 years old.
Come on!
Thumbs up
On
from
the
Sue.
biggest
He's ready
stage
to
in
go.
parkour.
Let's see it, Sue.
This kid's rad.
Confidence for such a young age like this. Onto the bar. We know he's comfortable on those bars.
Oh, I like that transfer.
The flow is good.
Nice, some clean landings
Sue
so
is good.
far.
Now, Sue is coming in slightly injured. He could be taking it a little bit easy today.
Oh, inward
Honestly,
flyway
he's keeping it
half.
fresh, and yeah, great showing from Sue.
Nice and flowing.
His first appearance at Kings of the Concrete and at such a young age.
You know
Nicely
what?
done, Sue.
Not like super technical, but super clean.
Yeah, everything
Real
was
clean.
landed, no hands down. Flow was nice, and again, maybe taking it a little bit easy today.
Bro, when I was that age, I didn't even know what parkour was. Big up, Sue.
Taking a look at the replay right here. Solid finish. Again, just nice and clean.
Sue's really comfortable on the bars, but usually we see some double flip from him.
Look, the guy's a showman. All right, now it's time. Thumbs up from the judges. Who's going to win this head-to-head?
Let's see it. Denali
Go,
takes
Denali.
it, baby. Come on. We're going to be seeing him again.
That was a fun one to watch. Well, guess what, folks? Our quarterfinals are now set. Give it up for all the athletes that just threw down out here.
Wow.
That was fast. I told you, it's like a freight train. This train
Only
starts
going to
rolling.
get faster, too.
Yeah.
As we go, the amount of athletes gets cut in half, so it's going to go quick.
Man, highlights from that one. The triple cork by Kaito across that gap. So
Insane.
nice.
That's going to get talked
We're
about.
giving you, podcast fodder over here, Dohi. We're giving you a lot of firepower to work with.
I got endless stuff to talk about.
That might end up on the movement.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they're all
the
competing
movement's
for.
going to be about 4 hours after this contest.
As if the show needs
no,
to be
really.
longer.
Can you please do a recap?
Yeah, dude. Absolutely, dog.
All right, so we're done with our opening men's bracket, those head-to-heads. went crazy.
What do we have next?
So far? Just give me one standout for you so far.
I mean, we already said it, but the triple cork gap.
Oh.
I did
Triple
call
cork
a
gap.
couple tricks across that gap, but that was not one of them.
All right, Josh, what you got?
Yeah, I think it's got to be the triple cork across the gap, but also I really like Caleb Craig's lache punch like Jonah Gainer off
So
of that
clean.
wall. Crazy high-level trick, and if you hit that wall wrong, your rotation's going mad slow. So the fact that he executed that so well is so nice to see.
Yeah, and you know what's great? To see Dom Tomato on the freeway actually have to pull off the freeway. got the invite, showed up, doing it for the fans.
So
And,
old, but so good.
So fun to watch.
I don't know
so
if the old
fun to
part was
watch.
necessary.
Oh, there he is right here.
He's right behind you. He's about to tackle you. Look
Look at
Dom
that.
Tomato is a man of the people.
Yes,
there he
talking about
is.
you,
There
Dom.
he is.
What up?
What up?
Good job, man.
What's up, buddy?
Entertaining as always.
Look, he's not going over to where the judges are. They're
He's mad at them.
There's beef.
Yeah, he's mad.
Yeah, you didn't want to dap up the judges, Dom?
Z pressed.
Oh, Z's over there.
Oh,
There we
Wrestle!
go.
They're going to
Oh.
wrestle!
Oh, he's shaking their hand.
Oh, it's all respect. Or maybe not.
Spoke too
Yeah,
soon.
You know what?
Hard feelings.
I can pretty much guarantee you. I know how you guys are. There will be, what do you say? A low-key, unaffiliated head-to-heads happening tonight in Venice, in and
Yeah.
around. There'll be rematches that we don't know
There
anything
might be
about.
one at the after party with,
Oh.
those two. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got to set up at the after party. I'm trying to train.
All right, so from the opening men's bracket that went berserk, let's take a look at our opening bracket for the women's. The women's division, unfortunately, riddled with injuries from the jump. But never fear, parkour fans. We got an amazing lineup for you. One other cool thing of note, both of our past champions not here this year. We're going to have a brand new winner
Guaranteed.
for Kings of the Concrete Part 3.
Wow, yeah, it'll be cool to see who kind of takes that spot. And I'm ready to see it.
Yeah. It's always fun to crown a new king, queen of the concrete. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen here. So as we head into this one, you do see one scratch. That's the one constant in this sport is, I don't even like to say the I word, but things happen. Things change very
Unavoidable.
quickly. So it literally goes minute by minute. And who knows what's going on behind the scenes right now. Hopefully, all of our next bracket is ready to rock and roll. As we transition over to the women, we're going to start with a good one. Hazuki and Eris.
Let's go.
Eris, again, another really young competitor. Made it in through onside qualifiers, filling the spot for the injury. And excited to see what she has against a seasoned competitor
I can't wait.
in Hazuki.
Did we
can't
throw
wait.
down too hard at the qualies?
Well, we'll see.
We might have.
It was pretty hard, man.
You know,
Like,
and
that
I got to give the athletes credit, Josh. The ones who were injured, they tried to get themselves to compete right up until the very end, and just made the right call though.
Well, we'll
Gotta
see
keep
what
us up.
happens next. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Kings of the Concrete live from Venice Beach, California, 2025. Let's go.
Come on.
Welcome, Kings of the Concrete 2025. This is KOTC 3. We are live from Venice Beach, California. Chris Cote, Jeff Garrido, Josh Dohe. We got Dohe, we got PK Jeffy, and I'm just Chris Cote. But
Just Chris.
the good news is we got through the opening bracket for the men's. It went off. We've fielded our quarterfinals, but now it's time to flip the script, literally, and we're going to bring in our women. The women have been charging qualifiers, video submissions. Again, PK said it earlier, 3,500 video submissions in the past few years to field these athletes. Here's our women's bracket. We're going to have a new champion, our past two champions, unable to compete this year. So we get to crown a new champion in the women's division, which makes it very exciting. Past champions still alive in the men's bracket, so we'll see what happens there.
And we're seeing a big level up in the women's division as well. There are certain tricks that in previous competitions might have set you apart, but nowadays everybody's picking them up, and you got to hit that business different now.
I'm so excited to see what happens.
You know, I got to give it up. Team Japan coming correct, as they always do. We've seen it in other action sports. Domination in snowboarding. Domination in street skating, park skating. So the parkour world better watch out, because Team Japan, over the past 2 years, has fielded a super strong contingent of men and women, and there's no signs of slowing right now.
And it seems like they all get into it so young. So you'll see a lot of these younger athletes on such big stages, and they perform so well.
Like tiny, tiny children doing big moves.
Yeah, I know all these obstacles are so tall for some of them because of the size.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, let's put that in layman's terms here. So I'm looking at this course, way bigger than the previous 2 years. I'm not good at math. How many feet is that? That's 2 stories high to start at least.
I can tell you exactly. It's 12.
Okay, you're good at math.
Well,
you
I
actually
designed the
measured this
course.
stuff.
I actually
Wait, 12
designed the
stories?
course. Yeah, it's 12 stories tall.
12 stories
How
tall.
many feet are we looking at here?
Well, yeah, that tall one there is 12 feet high, and some of these drops are, 6, 8 feet. That one is 10,
And
These are big drops.
If you're like, I don't know, 3 feet tall, this is
That's what I'm
like
saying. Some of these
3-4
younger
times.
athletes who are, smaller, these are big drops.
Well, I will tell you, kids, do try this at home. Go jump off some stuff. That's how this all starts.
Can we say
Maybe
that,
don't
Chris?
maybe don't try the tricks you're seeing
Yeah, I was gonna say,
here
can we say
yet,
that?
but
Come to Tempest Freerunning Academy and learn it.
exactly.
In a safe spot.
There's
Yeah, we'll teach you there.
there's so many good gyms around the world to get your start, to practice, and to do what we're about to see. Hazuki Hishigami, our first
Thumbs
female athlete.
We might be straight
Oh,
in
she's
here.
ready.
Yep.
Kicking
Cast
it off
back.
with a castaway.
Nice. Good combination here. Starting off with connections, I think, is really important.
Yeah, action-packed.
Down to the floor.
Come on.
Still going.
Working with that
Pop
landing.
at the end. Okay.
And that's it.
Nice.
That was an amazing run. I got to be honest, it does feel like a first round run, maybe playing it a little bit safe to ensure going to a second round.
I like that path, though. I mean, high to low. That's never going to get old.
Use gravity, make it a little bit easier coming
Make
down.
gravity your friend.
Yeah,
That's right. Use a little bit less energy
Save
and a
some
little more
energy.
gravity.
So
Here's
these
a look at
replays
the
here,
replay.
these
I
are those
mean-
connections we were talking about at the beginning.
That
Flow.
gainer came out real quick, too.
Flow and
Look at how
form.
she uses this landing. She's like, I'm going over here
Hands down, but then, just shifted real quick. Ground conk.
now. Ground Kong.
Well, the good thing about our judging panel, they're all absolute legends and icons of this sport. There's no way you're going to trick our
I was
judges.
going to say, kind of intimidating as an athlete, knowing they're going to pick out, every little detail of your
Well,
run.
there's 5,000 people in the audience, and then there's 5 over there that feel like a million.
Yeah,
Their
probably a
experience.
bigger number with the 5.
And it's getting even shorter with Eris Zhang.
10 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Our youngest competitor. Now our youngest competitor. At 10. Just into the double digits. Ari Zhang.
She's no stranger to Kings of the Concrete. Longtime fan. She's competed. It's cool to see her leveling up each year.
She had a demo last year at 9,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. And
Halftime
again,
demo.
you can kind of just see the moves improving. We'll see what she can do today.
She's got some high-level tricking, too. Probably going to mix in some nice flat ground tricks. Running through the run.
I can feel the intensity.
She takes
Off
this
of Aries
seriously,
right
man.
Yeah, come on. Give it up. Give it up.
Love
Oh,
from
the
the
beat's
crowd.
going wild.
So nice.
Looks good.
Thumbs
She's in
up.
the zone.
We're going.
Straight in the zone.
Standing
Back
back
flip.
to start off.
Across the gap.
Oh!
Wrist. Big drop for Eris.
Oh, Helicoptero. High level
Love
transition
throwing that
move
into
there.
Runs. Probably a signature at this point.
Angel
Well,
drop.
Angel drop. Not done.
Let's go.
Big climb up Arias and Webster.
Here we go.
Keep it rolling.
Final trick.
Whoa!
Roundhouse Not easy to hit on that wood either.
And at the end of a run like that, when you're gassed out, well done, Eris. We're having both competitors take the middle stage here to see how this plays out.
That right there is how you want to start your women's bracket.
And putting them up is Sydney Olsen, legend of the parkour game, another trailblazer.
And I'm nervous right here. Wait for that thumbs up. Thumb is up. That means we're about to flip these cards.
Looks like we got Hazuki.
Hazuki
moving
takes
up
it.
around too.
Chame.
And I think that castaway that she did at the start of the line really brought the level of her movement up and helped her take it.
Hey, give it up one more time for Sydney Olsen over here.
Yeah, come on.
That's one of the goats.
Tempest Pro.
And I like,
long-term competitor.
she's crowning our champs in these head-to-head brackets with a lot of joy.
Passing the torch a little bit
Yes.
there.
I
Who
love to
better?
see
Who
that.
better than the champ to crown the champs?
I love to see that. Well, we're going to fill it up again. 2 athletes going head-to-head. 20-second battles. Audrey Johnson. Audrey Latz. You know what? If you're watching at home, give a follow. Follow all of these. They earned it, I think.
Amazing.
They're all worth
and
the
they
follow.
all post really cool stuff. I mean, if you want to see more of what you're seeing, follow them on Instagram.
And Audrey stays hitting it too. Audrey's got some really high-level gainer variations, and this may be the highest level of tricks we've seen so far in the women's bracket if everything goes to plan.
Yeah, I was kind of talking earlier with somebody about how you will see some of these athletes doing a lot of spin tricks, bar tricks, technical stuff like that. Audrey definitely brings the level with, harder power moves off of ledges, like a gargoyle gainer.
Gargoyle.
That's a different setup you probably don't see a lot of girls doing. So yeah, let's see what she has in store for us here.
Let's take a look. Give it up, everyone.
Audrey hanging that toe over.
Gainer full twist.
Let's see if she's going to keep going here. No, she's going to call it right there. I
Fair
think that's
enough.
a smart move, and sometimes it's just how it plays out. You don't want to see it.
You know what? And that's you could tell just a little off axis when you
Yeah.
land on both heels like
Oh.
that. That's
Yeah.
The double heel bruiser.
not something easy to walk off.
No,
I'll tell
and
you.
I'm not sure if it's an injury or if just playing it smart because she kind of fell out of the rhythm there, but we'll definitely check in on her and see how she's doing.
And that's part of the game. This is a dangerous sport. That's why we really have this elite field in the building right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of rotational force going to the heels, landing that gainer full, especially if you over-rotate it.
We got Cheyenne Safar, Dr. Cheyenne, on the case.
Unity
Shout out, Doc.
PT,
Come on.
LA.
All right, well, we roll on.
Onward, baby.
Our next athlete is hiding somewhere. Nope.
Oh, there she
There we
is.
go. Charlie Poland. Give it up for Charlie.
Another breakout athlete. We saw her at SPL with her signature Sukahara. Gotta wonder if we'll be seeing that one today.
I would love to see that.
Both Charlie and Audrey are brand new to KOTC.
And watching Charlie practice was rad. She was going hard in practice.
Let's see if that practice is going to pay off here in her first run.
Double thumbs up.
Ready
Yeah,
to go.
Charlie, come on.
Crank the music.
A-twist to
twist.
kick things off.
Nice palm flip. The flow is good. Connecting well. Some hands down, but it's not going to make a big difference here.
Let's go. What do we got on the bars?
Nice.
Okay. Finishing with
Go.
some style.
Good style.
The complete run right there for Charlie.
She went, look, ma, no hand.
Yeah, let's take a look back at this run. Solid start there, linking everything together. Correcting as she went, right?
Yeah. Again, if you can kind of pull it off and make it smooth, hopefully it doesn't discount you too much. And then this last trick here, maybe a little shout out to the judge, Pasha.
That is
Hey,
terrifying.
That is the Pasha signature right there.
All right, our judges are ready. Let's flip those cards.
Charlie takes it. She will be moving on in the women's division to semifinals.
I like this. I like that we're going straight into it.
You know, and that was a quick one, unfortunately, because of Audrey taking a little bit of a spill at the beginning there. Again, her first time here at KOTC, and one of kind of my, now that she's done, I can say it, favorites coming into the competition. So I'm disappointed to not get to see a full run from her, but hopefully she'll be back.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what else she had planned for that run. If she had
Audrey's
landed that
capable
game
of a
full.
lot, so, you know, I was looking forward to it.
All right, we got
Right into
another
it.
teenager, Mai Jakuya, coming up.
My.
Maya's a really good tricker as well
Look
as
at
a
that.
free runner, so we'll see some spins.
No delay. Mai's just going in.
Let's
Thumbs
go.
up, ready to go.
Wants it.
She is a seasoned competitor, and that experience plays a role for sure.
Yeah, get
Little
that sand
wipe
out of
there.
here.
We definitely want to make sure that
Yeah, sand
there's
on
space.
the course is not your friend.
Yeah, who put that sand
No,
there?
it is not. Here we go. Scoot.
Oh,
wrapped up.
tacked up!
Whoa.
Holy crap! Making that double twist much more difficult going off of one leg.
Yeah, a subtle difference there with the tack, but it can add so many points to
Come on!
difficulty there.
Saving it with the
flow
hip
is
roll.
just so good.
Flying.
Rise twist!
This caliber of run is so good to open
Yes.
with.
That was nice. And she did a really
Jam-packed,
good job mixing in her tricky
Powerful,
background.
quick.
And going with the quad braids, too.
Dude.
Quad braids. I
Quad
didn't notice.
braids.
Yeah.
Good looks,
the thing.
Chris.
My went braid.
Oh my. That was an awesome run.
Man, that tack dub that she did off of the red
So-
spray paint ledge, that is basically a tricker only move. Like, you do not
Explain it.
see
Yeah,
that move going down.
it's technical because
Because you're going off of one leg, like you're scooting into a 2-foot stance. You got to take 1 foot away, and that increases the difficulty of that move by so much.
You just blew my mind right there. I was like I was getting directions to the gas
Breaking it
station.
down
I
for
just
Chris.
halfway through, I don't know what's happening. All
Hey,
right,
you were
coming
at
up
the gas
next.
station.
Give it up for Ellie High.
Come on, Ellie! No stranger to Kings of the Concrete. Made it through on sites.
Ellie's been on the scene. Ripping.
Ellie wasn't sure if she was going to compete.
Well, I'm
tried
glad
on
she
sites and then
said yes.
came through and crushed it.
Come on,
Thumbs
lock
Thumbs
it.
up.
Ellie.
Here we
Let's
go.
Make it happen. Yes. Starting off with an A-twist.
Linking well.
Side flip down to the platform.
Go. Swing. Double cork.
Double cork!
A little bit of a fall there, but
Hey,
stop
give
and
it up
landed
for
pretty
Ellie.
good.
Yeah, we'll
Thumbs
take that.
up.
That was commitment right there. That was full commitment from beginning to end. That was a solid head-to-head right there.
Ellie is so
And working
nice.
out a
Such good
celebratory handshake right
personable
there.
person, yeah.
Yeah. And that double cork.
There's so much going on with every trick. How do you not get lost? You know, like,
It can happen.
all right, my brain's scrambled right now. We're going to throw it over to the judges. We're going to get these cards flipped. And we got white across the board.
Yeah.
All right, looks like
Mai
Mai's
gets
moving
the
on.
win.
My, oh my. My takes it. Advancing to semifinals with that really, really strong run. Some really good landings in there.
Straight to the semis.
The
Just like
tricking
that.
experience coming into play definitely there with the tack.
And that tricking will help you lock in a lot of those twists. And you see really strong execution out of anyone with the tricking background, actually.
Well,
Really
they're
lends
used
to
to
the
doing everything on
competition.
flat ground.
Yeah, that's true. It's a different kind of territory.
So we did have a scratch here. Brittany Durant had to pull out. But guess what? Now you get a freestyle run. This is Nathaniel representing Montreal, Canada.
Big up,
Our
Canada.
friends to the north.
Shout out French Canada.
That's
Shout
a
out Nat.
sick parkour scene in Montreal, Canada. For sure.
True. Big up the Mind the Gap boys. Shout out Montreal, MTL. And Nath has some really nice untwists. A really different style for the women's division. And now she's
And-
going to put on a showcase for us.
It's like Phil Collins.
Come on.
Oh!
I don't know if that was a fall or on purpose. That was
Kinda
so well
worked.
done. Yeah.
Let's go.
Onto the bar. Fly away.
Clean flyaway there.
And palm
Right
flip.
into the palm
That was
flip.
really
that.
well connected.
You know what I'm
Pretty
saying?
well executed.
That's like Phil Collins on the Tarzan soundtrack. He didn't have to go that hard, but he did. That's what Nat just gave us right there. She didn't have to go that hard, but she did.
That's right.
And we appreciate you.
That's right. That was her warm-up line, just
Oh.
showing us a little tidbit of what she's capable of.
Let's still raise the arm. Let's still raise the arm.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get Brittany out here.
Oh, there's Britt.
Yeah, here comes
Oh,
Brittany.
give it
what's
up for
good?
Brittany, everybody.
How you doing?
Brittany had to pull out, unfortunately,
Yeah, man.
due to a really last-minute injury. And, again, bummed not to see a full run, but got to make those choices, and it's all love out here. So
Give it up for Brittany Durant, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
hopefully we can get her back for another year.
We're going to make the judges work, too. Let's flip those cards. There you
Give it
go.
up.
Oh, Nat
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
it.
Shocking.
That was rad. I love to see good sportsmanship all the time. And guess what? Brittany will be back.
That's right.
We know
We'll be
this.
back.
All right, and just like that, like we said, this is a speed train. The women's round one bracket is done. Our quarterfinals are finished. Our women are now into the semifinals. That means our men's semifinals.
Quarters.
It's all going so fast.
Fine.
Our men's quarters
Finals.
coming up
Come
next.
on. We
This-
are heating it up for the quarters, baby.
So, yeah, we cut the list down in half every time, so it's going to go by in a flash.
Yeah,
Um,
we're not done yet. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back with more Kings of the Concrete live from Venice Beach. Don't go anywhere. We know you. We can see you. We know when you're watching. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Stay here.
Presented by Tempest Freerunning. So we've been through the opening round for the men. We've been through the opening round for the women. And so far, so good. All these athletes are going hard. Chris Cote here with Jeff Garrido. We got Josh Dohe. I think he's
running
crowd
around.
surfing somewhere back here.
He wanted
But
to train. He couldn't.
It's all good. You know, so we're into the quarterfinals now for the men. So that just means stakes are higher. It's
Way
great
higher.
to make it through your first head-to-head, but
But now the real work
bittersweet if
begins.
you lose
The
in the
real
quarters.
work begins.
So do you think we're going to see amplification in tricks? Do you think we're going to see athletes maybe saving just a little bit as you get towards the semis?
You know, that's the game you have to play at Kings of the Concrete. You want to save a little bit if you make it far in the finals, but as you go, you just never know. You know, these athletes do know the brackets, so they know who they're coming up against. And after seeing the first round, I mean, the level just has to be big. You have to go hard.
I have proof of that. These are facts right here we're about to show you. We're going to take a look at the highlights so far from your opening round, the men's brackets, of course, starting with Ellis Torhall, and then just
Yep.
going through. We're going to go rapid fire, trick. This was wild.
Side, pop side, not much running for that gap. Caleb Craig with the cleanest open here. Look at this, straight, full extension, massive swing here. The follow-up there on that trick, back to back, B2B. Jake Randazzo just going so quick across the course. I love the palm tree. I fought hard to keep that palm tree in the course.
Thank you.
I did my best to really make it a usable obstacle. And this, kind of the highlight from that first round.
And you know what's wild is watching this right now, watching these highlights, it shows you the level of competition in the top. It's pretty evenly matched. No one's jumped out
nobody
to
in
the
this competition is unfit for it. You know what I mean? And that first round was so crazy. I don't even know what we're gonna see next.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to see. Ellis Torhall is going to be going up against Caleb Craig. Shea Rudolph versus Rai Bang. You got Kaito going up against Venchingen. Then you got Larry Vivar and Denali. So I like this. Some surprises, some new names, but of course, you got some heavy hitters coming back.
Yeah, new ones like Larry, who's only 13 years old. Maybe his first big competition, and he's in round 2.
So far, so good. We got to thank our sponsors. Give it up to Wangs and Thang.
Wangs and Tang.
They supplied lunch for the athletes. And I guess they have some of the best food on the boardwalk. That's probably where I'm going for
It's
dinner.
true.
Shout out
Have it.
Wangs. Thank you, Wangs.
We got A2B, connecting athletes to brands. So basically, A2B is helping grow the sport from the inside out. So we got to thank all the people that helped put this spot together. Of course, thank you to Venice Beach. Thank you to the police. Thank you to the lifeguards. Thank you to everybody down here for allowing, inviting, and making this atmosphere awesome. Venice is rad.
I always wonder, when we brought them with this idea, what were they thinking? hey, big parkour course on your graffiti walls, guys flipping everywhere. What do you think?
Injuries could happen, but like, it's gonna be the sickest thing. Like, please let us do this, please.
Well, you know, we got a legendary skate park right next door to us. You've seen Venice Beach in a bunch of movies, so they're no stranger to production like this. But I think the coolest part is the accidental tourists that are now getting their first taste of parkour. You're just walking down the
Good day to
boardwalk.
be on the
You look
boardwalk.
over. Are you filming? What are they filming? A movie over there? Is this the new James Bond movie? No, this is parkour competition at the highest level. We're gonna fire it back up. Let's go, crowd. You still with us? Come on.
Yeah, boy. That ain't James Bond. That's Ellis Torhall, baby.
That's our James Bond.
Come
He
on.
is our
Right,
James Bond.
Yep.
The GOAT, the champ, the most locked in. We are about to see some insane monkey business going down.
All right, same rules, 20 seconds. Judging panel will flip cards head to head. So more of the same, and that's exactly what we want.
First round nerves, maybe shaking off a little bit.
Yeah?
Ready to bring the heat second round.
No rust here. This boy is oiled up, and he's got the chalk. Come on, Ellis.
up.
Let's see what you got.
He is looking focused. Oh,
Whoa.
careful there, Ellis.
Gainer across the
Three.
gap.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Here's the
He's
impact we've
rapid
been
firing
looking
right
for.
now.
Hit him with it.
He has not stopped
Yes, sir.
going in.
Oh, my goodness. That
All
was
right.
nutritious.
Quick, clean, to the point.
Whoa.
Incredible.
I just got kicked in the stomach.
This gainer,
That was
that is
wild.
a thin
I
leg
don't know.
for him.
The angles don't do it justice. For one, that gap is huge. And two, the landing zone is so tiny.
That landing zone's 2
To
feet.
flip, go upside down, and then be able to spot where you're going to land it is just control and mastery at another level.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
adding the off-axis to your flip adds difficulty.
Yeah, sometimes it can.
And
If
style.
you're more blind, it adds the style to it. I mean,
Well, especially when you're doing it to precision onto a ledge. Like, if you're going even a little bit off axis, which you kind of have to for something that big, you do run the risk of rotating a little bit off, but him getting 2 feet onto that ledge, what a miracle. And now, speaking of miracles, we got Caleb
that
Craig.
man.
Opening run, super stylish, super tack. Caleb Craig, let's go!
Caleb had to face Ellis last year.
Oh, rematch.
Yep, so we got a rematch going on.
Let's
Come
go,
on,
Caleb. Let him hear it.
It's a cliche, but the louder you are, the better they do.
Oh,
So
it
give
helped.
it up.
It
Come
helped.
on.
Big swing out.
Double.
Fly away. Link to an
Double.
double.
Come
go.
on,
Got that one
Craigers.
from in and out.
Taking him right to
Ball
that
kick.
slant wall.
Palm flip. On the bar.
Oh, he's having fun. Come on.
swing.
Swing cast.
Cast.
That's
Yeah.
it for the Craigers.
Thanks.
Yeah, Caleb.
Caleb is in good spirits.
That's
Like,
pretty
after
crazy
you
to
like-
throw a line like that with basically no prep, too. Boy did the whole thing in his head, did not have any time to practice that run, and still pulled it off quite nice. But it might take something a little bigger to stand up against the GOAT.
Fun one to watch. What do you think?
I'm thinking, I'm not thinking, I'm in the flow state. I'm thinking, I don't know, I got my money on
Don't say it. Don't say it. Leave it up to them. Leave it up to them. All right. So we did get the thumbs up. Who is it going to be?
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Ellis Torhall takes it.
Ellis Torhall, officially a semifinalist at Kings of the Concrete.
Yes, sir.
Just like that, into the semis.
Hey, still nice, Caleb. Still nice.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Caleb Craig.
Hit that iconic shrug.
It is iconic, isn't it?
Like, I don't know.
Oh, Caleb.
All right, so he's dispatched his good buddy, legend, Jake Randazzo. Now it's time
Dispatch.
for Shea Rudolph,
Come on, Shay.
a.k.a. Twin Parkour. Trademark. I would say
Trademark.
there is only one, but there's actually two.
Training since a
You know,
very young age.
His brother was actually supposed to be in the comp. Another one from injury, but at least we get Shay. At least we get one.
I've been saying there's
I'll
a
take
shared
it.
power level between these two guys, and you know, at each comp they got to kind of switch, or else it's not fair.
Yeah, only one at a time is what you're saying.
That's right.
Yeah,
One twin at a
power's
time.
much
The
greater
Rudolph
when
rule?
combined.
The Rudolph rollover. Here we go. It's going
So
through
again,
his signature
anybody,
visualization.
I was just saying, anybody watching at home or any of the audience that isn't really, you know, into parkour, they're just doing mental prep.
Yeah.
What you're seeing is them going through the moves in their head, making sure they can remember what to do, and get in the zone to send some big stuff.
I think if they weren't into parkour when they started watching, they are now.
They better-
Gator double full!
Especially after that.
High level tricks!
Oh my gosh. We have the cadence
Oh!
from Twin Parkour, just trick after trick after trick.
Let's go, big business!
Oh, this is big.
What? Oh, to his hip!
What?
What?
What a surprise! Wow!
You gotta wonder if he was planning for that
He
one!
just got a buzz cut on that one.
Oh,
Landed with the full. Whoa!
Full!
I don't think he even needed that last trick. That was already an insane run.
Extra credit!
And
Look at that
extra
Gator
credit,
dub.
extra whole grade.
And look at that
He's still
second.
doing tricks. 0-0 squad is up out of their feet behind me.
Come on.
That kind of brought us back alive out here. Look
Was
at this.
that planned?
So flyweight to cat, maybe not planning to go that deep on it, but I'm glad he did. That was so cool. Shay usually brings a surprise element, and yeah, no disappointment there.
He just went large.
Guys,
Large.
it's the quarters.
Ryan Abiang's coming up next.
The Titans are going head to head.
Is this a
This
final?
is
Is this
a-
the
this is
finals,
a-
right? This is the final.
Nope.
Quarterfinals.
It is, but
Stop
we
it.
just have to do it a few more
Stop it.
times.
Come on,
This
right,
is a good
right.
matchup coming up right here.
We're going to have to see some crazy tricks to match that run. Dog. If anyone's got that dog in them, though,
This man's been training.
come on.
In it to win it this year.
Mad locked in.
Rai said in our questionnaire, he said, last year didn't turn out how I wanted. I've been training to make sure it goes differently.
Yes, sir. So locked in. Yes, sir.
I like this moment.
We have to be seeing
This is
something
a good
big.
moment.
Yeah.
Building the tension.
We have to be seeing something big. Oh, he's in.
Oh, here we go. Croc touchdown. Let's go.
To the bar. Punch.
Double side.
He
Then
landed it
run.
so good.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
What?
Stomped.
What?
Hands up, Rai.
What more could you ask for?
Look at these two at the front.
That
Wow.
was a battle right
Holy
there.
crap. These two just threw down. Big surprises on this slant wall.
Oh.
Nobody saw this coming.
Man, Lachey punch inward side
We've
is hard
seen-
enough, but he hit the dose
We've seen wall inward or double side before, but from a Lachey,
from a Lachey, but also not mid run like that. That's for sure.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Okay, I'm sweating if I'm a judge.
Well, they're talking right now.
Yeah.
This one might take a sec, you guys.
I mean,
Because these were two very different runs that we saw. We saw one very action-packed, very dense run, but then also we got the bangers. It is machine guns versus tanks right now.
I feel like closest so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closest so far.
It's going to come down to preference.
All right.
Oh, they have it as
Oh man, here we go.
Man,
The
I want
judges-
both of them
A
to go-
hush.
I want both of them to go on.
Falls over the crowd as we await the judge's decision.
Dog.
We're going twin parkour.
Oh!
Rai is looking pretty bummed.
Jay Rudolph.
Fair enough.
Hey,
Have to kind of think it's
Shay went huge.
He did.
Shay went huge.
He went huge, and then he went huge again at the end.
Literally above
went
and
big
beyond.
mode.
Yeah, he went above and beyond. And when you're facing Rai, I think you kind of have to make sure you seal the deal like that. And it was a full double twist, half, basically, right?
I think so.
Right,
I mean-
double rotation.
So far, that
One
was the
twist.
hardest decision
Yeah.
for the judges.
Yeah. I think Rai was leaning pretty heavily on that big banger trick, but I think he needed to load a couple more things in there to put him ahead.
It was short and it was sweet, but yeah, with Shay going against you.
Well, Shay's gift for advancing is he gets to go against Ellis Tarhall next
Oh,
round.
no.
Yes.
What a great present.
So
What
went
a
huge,
reward.
now it's time to go huger.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
Come on, Kaito.
Kaito Onu.
Oh!
Wow.
Is it Fashion Week?
For the photo.
Come on.
This guy's a pro.
Oh, little
The
smack
gong?
talk
Did
on
you
the
hear
course.
So, what did he just say?
I'll say, yeah, he goes,
Jeff,
he
what did
goes, he looks at us, he goes, Tangi did gainer double. I'm going to do gainer triple.
Come
That's like Babe Ruth calling his home run.
Let's
Just
go.
point out over
God.
the fence.
Calling
was
them
cool.
shots.
I like that confidence. It
Yeah.
just brings that level of like,
Let's
Let's
go!
go!
Kaito!
Our most
thumbs up, sorry, I
competitive.
finished my sentence. I saw that thumbs
competitor.
up and I had to just get ready.
Jeez, dog. He
Kaito
is
so
locked in.
confident. He's been preparing for this. He doesn't
Venice
look
Beach,
nervous.
let him hear it.
Are we going best dress, best hair?
Best hair
Yeah,
for
either him
sure.
or Sue. Sue's got that cool blue hair,
I want that
purple
kit.
hair.
You think I can pull?
Yeah.
Can I pull that kit?
Come
Here we
on.
go. So this must be it. Yep, 1, 2, 3.
Gainer triple! Saves it with the roll!
It was landed pretty good.
Oh my goodness!
He's
Come
just
on,
still
Lotus
going,
across
too.
the gap!
Dropped one banger and has not stopped since.
Dog, let's go!
Kaito, what you got? Coming to his favorite ledge.
Oh! Oh my
God.
Kaito's come to play.
Not a single slip up.
Holy crap, yeah, I don't know what happened over at the bar, but look at that triple! Gainer triple
All right, we
full!
got the replay here.
That's gotta be a
Oh my
world's
gosh.
first in competition.
I love this across the gap.
Oh.
Grab.
So stylish, so smooth.
Oh,
Yeah,
his
now
flow-
let's see what happened
his
here.
flow
I
is
couldn't
so
see
good,
here.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, got
little
blinded
transition.
a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So right here, straight into.
That was a bit of Dohi influence right there.
Wow, Bill.
No, I don't think he knows who I am. Is that a shuriken cutter? You guys got the info on that one? Dub Bio 7 with the little.
I'm just
kick.
blown away. All right, here we go. TVS.
Okay.
So Tangy, who he just called out at the beginning here, now has to take the stage.
Yeah, big call out now. Tangy's got to follow that one, but I think he's got some
He has
bangers for us.
He's got the arsenal.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to poke the bear?
Always.
You know? Always? Okay. Yes. One vote yes, one vote no.
I don't know. I'm on the fence on that.
Bring out the beast, man. We're better to do it than Venice Beach for Kings of the Concrete 3.
Tangy had an incredible first run. One of my favorites from the first round.
I mean, imagine just riding your bike on the boardwalk and you just looked up and you saw Kaito flying like that.
Yeah, what?
Stop and just, I'd probably crash my bike.
I'd pick up the sport after that if I hadn't already. Yeah, take a good look because everything's about to become one big blur.
Well, TVS is on the opposite side of the bracket of his homie Ellis. There's storylines developing, people.
Wow, this could be a close final then maybe, if they make it.
What do we got from the Flying Dutchman?
All right, Tangy.
Come on.
Flying up the gap, 8 feet down. 8 feet across, but 6 feet down. Let's see. Cork gap.
Cork across the gap, super clean.
Straight to the bar. Tangy strong point here.
Full. Wow. High level maneuver.
That is a hard trick, and he's still going. In the middle of the run is crazy.
Yeah, looking strong still. What do we got?
Back to the bar. Tangy.
Take it back.
Swing, cast,
Full. Stomps it.
Hey!
Holy.
Holy crap, Tangy.
Was that a final? Wait, was that a final?
Nope, still
Come
not,
on.
Chris.
No, it's
Sorry.
not yet,
Kiss
Chris.
me, boys.
Sit tight,
It's
buddy.
not finals.
Hey, that felt like a final. That
right.
was epic.
Big hugs from the
was
athletes down here
epic.
at the course. They're both stoked.
Tangy brought the bangers, but how's
Guys.
he going to stand up against a gainer
We'll see.
triple full? Holy crap,
Do you
dog.
think that each one brought that maybe the other
It's
didn't?
getting harder and harder for the judges every match.
So I think Kaito really brought the variations. He had some really high-level tricks. And honestly, he gave us a full tour of the course.
Did.
Tangy.
All right, I see nods and smiles and thumbs up from our judges. Here we go. Oh, Kaito!
One vote for
Wow.
Pasha for Tangy, though. Shout out Pasha. And Kaito advances to the semifinals. What else could he do for us?
Our semifinals are getting stacked.
Come on.
Every round
Stacked.
has been stacked. So Kaido one step closer again to getting up to the finals. Like last year, he's aiming for redemption.
Dude, he is out for blood.
Kaido said online, "It's my era."
Oh.
The Kaito era.
Kaido said,
Kaito
"It's my
era.
era." And so far, I'm believing it.
Yeah.
Dude, could he
It's his
dethrone
era.
the
We're,
champ?
it's his era. We're just living
We're
in
just
it.
chilling. I'm just on the beach.
All
All
right.
right, Scary Larry.
This next battle is going to be Larry Denali. Larry
Whoa.
Denali. 13 years old.
Similar hair.
Yeah, true. Battle of the curly-haired kings of the concrete. All right, I said it.
I like that. I'm writing that down. I'm using that next year.
So Larry is, again, pretty new to competing, I think, here on a big stage, but he moves like a veteran. A lot of confidence in him, and that really makes a difference with the judges, seeing kind of that maturity in your moves.
What do we got? Gainer.
Yeah.
Oh, alternate route here.
Whoa, that's a skinny ledge to wall flip on.
Double side!
A little over-rotated, but it didn't really bother him.
Making it work.
Straight into the next thing.
All right, Larry.
Whoa!
Over-rotating the triple
But
full.
landed pretty good.
Is
Something-
the AirPod
something-
still in?
That's a great way to, well, yeah, how did it stay?
What?
That AirPod just flew to Santa Monica. Hey, so something to be said for staying on his feet
Yup.
Yep.
through every trick.
Yeah, big improvements there. Look at that
This
double side.
flip. So over-rotated, but it almost looked like the back roll was intended there. And then this trick, so cool. Going
And look at this
backwards, turning at
triple
the same
full.
time. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Just about stomped.
It only took him 20 seconds to get about 10,000 new fans.
Dude.
Follow Larry, guys.
Follow him.
He's young, too, so he's only 13, and he's going to be just growing into the sport. So
All right, stepping into the arena, give it up for Denali.
Cerudo!
Let's go, Denali.
There's my favorite. There goes my hero. Let's go. What does he have for us? Making sure that knee brace is on tight.
I love that angle right there. You can see this massive crowd. And this crowd knows. They're cheering at all the right things at all the right times.
how can you not with some of these tricks?
Oh, dude, I don't know if I can stay sitting for this guy.
All right, Denali. Kind of taking a different starting point than we've seen a lot of competitors take. Here we go.
Rise.
Punch.
Oh! Double
Oh
Arabian!
my gosh, that
Oh!
is so cool. Onto the cone.
Oh, my
Knocking
goodness!
it out.
Airtime, baby! Come on!
Denali's bringing
Let's
it. Oh,
go! What an angle!
just a flex doing that roll.
Oh!
Come on, Denali.
Now that
was
last
wild.
trick,
You
that
know-
last trick, you might think that that was a backflip, but that was a palm flat
Guys,
two, significantly harder.
Grinning ear to ear here.
Dog!
Not only was that run really, really good, it just was fun to watch. It had me just cheesing the whole
The
time.
projection off the death cone.
It had big tricks and it had styled out tricks, and that was just the coolest thing about
Take a look at this last trick.
right here.
Palm flat 2, so it's a 270 rotation from a backflip set. Very difficult trick to do. You will not see anyone else doing that.
Heavy duty match right there. Larry v. Denali. Who's got the edge, judges?
We're going Denali.
Denali across the board.
No, not a bad decision, but either one would have been good.
Yup.
Very incredible work, man.
Denali is looking at going head-to-head versus Kaito in the semifinal
Wow.
battle.
Oh, man.
Wait a second.
What a
It's
run.
gonna
The
be
airtime he
crazy.
got.
Hey,
The cone.
things are escalating here at Kings of the Concrete Part 3. We knew they would. Did you know that they would escalate this quickly? We're still in the semifinals. We got a lot of matches to go.
I had my feeling, but I mean, look at what we're seeing.
Dude, I don't even know what's
on.
going on anymore.
Put your
Next
shades
level.
back on. All right, we're going to
Might
take
need
a quick break, but we will be back with more. We got the women's semifinals coming up right around the corner. Don't go anywhere. We're live from Venice Beach. It's on.
See you in a sec.
We are back. This is Kings of the Concrete Take 3 2025 edition. We are live from Venice Beach, California. Chris Cote, Jeff Garrido, Josh Dohe, Dom
Tom
Tomato.
I don't know what he just said.
Hey.
Good thing he doesn't have a microphone.
All the stars are here. Where are you? You got to come to one of these things. I'm telling you. It's electric here, but we're also very glad wherever in the world you're watching. Hopefully, we're going to have a Kings of the Concrete coming to you. We do have some special announcements about up-and-coming events. The Kings of the Concrete Tour. I can't say any more. We're going to throw to the highlights.
But it's good.
Let's take a look at what happened in the men's quarterfinals.
Gosh, Ellis.
Oh my goodness, Ellis. There's the Craigers.
Dub.
Moving like a gremlin. There's that standing gainer dub.
Twin parkour's line was so cool. This right here.
Dude should have
Wow
captured.
factor. Never seen that one before.
Punch inward double side in the middle of a run.
How does Rai do it, dude?
Gainer triple.
Yeah, that was cool. After the call out too.
So one thing that makes the gainer triple full a little different from the from a triple cork is that forwards entry makes the trick a lot more difficult.
Riskier for hitting that wall.
Oh, and there's Larry. Speaking of trip,
Larry.
oh,
That was so cool. Denali is just
dude,
the coolest.
Hey,
that's my favorite right there.
the dudes threw it down right there in the quarterfinals. Our semifinals are set for the men's bracket. Now let's take a look at the women's highlights. So the women, they went straight in the quarterfinals, and it went like this. This is how we fielded our semifinalists.
Let's go. Little palm flip action.
Linking
That
well. That
tack
tacked up was
dub.
so crazy.
That's such a nice trick. Let's
Tacked
go,
up
Ellie.
too.
There's
Naf
Naf on
with
the
her
show.
fun run. The save.
Dog.
Good save. It was a good save.
Looked intentional, gotta say.
Yeah, there is something, right, that you can kind of cover yourself in between tricks. You can hide little mistakes,
Yeah.
but you got to be really good to be able
The
to do
judges
that.
are watching.
Yeah,
They know.
The judges know what's intentional and what's not. They can tell. They've been in the game long enough.
All right, here are your women's matchups. We are nearly
Flying.
in the finals. Hazuki v. Charlie. I like this one.
Yep.
I like this matchup right here. Two totally different styles.
Yep.
Two different, skill sets. But they're going to go down or throw down. I
Throw
should
down
say.
and go
Go
down.
down, throw down.
Go down and
They're
throw
gonna do-
down.
Well, they might go down if
Something
they
really
start
cool.
at the top there.
True,
Like
true.
down to the bottom.
Shout out Gravity.
So has this course lived up to the expectations set by the crew at Tempest?
Yeah, and again, when you're designing, it's always so hard to tell if it's going to be a good one or not. You want to do the athletes justice, give them all their opportunities, but it's a huge space. We have endless possibilities. Looks like they're loving it.
Oh, yeah. And the backdrop we have behind us is just
Unreal.
packed to the max. We got a couple thousand people behind us. And on that side of the screen, what we're looking at, palm trees, the Pacific Ocean.
Come on.
You couldn't
gave
have
us the
picked
best
a
seat.
better venue for Kings of the Concrete. But again, we got two more venues to talk about later on in the show. Later on in the show.
But first, we got Hazuki getting
Oh, yeah.
them shoe wipes in, baby.
We got some business to take care of
Right
right
back
now.
in.
Give it up, crowd. Hazuki Kishigami.
Hazuki.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have headphones on, but that was loud. I think we got a fan favorite right here.
Come on. I know what she's planning here.
Here we go.
Sukahara!
All right, recovering.
Suki Dookie.
Straight into the next trick. Swing cast back, tall bar for her.
Some solid transitions.
Flowing really
in
well.
here.
Keeping the pace up. Cadence is really important.
Oh,
Oh.
just misses her foot on that. I think she was going for
Wow.
another tack.
Maybe
Hey.
a little bit of a slip or something.
Saved
Hoping she's
herself
all
right
right.
there.
A little bit of emotion down here for sure. When things don't go the way you want them to, it's tough.
You know what? That almost went really bad, but that again shows you the reflexes. She saved herself
Yeah.
on the finishing trick right here.
You get one shot, one opportunity, as Eminem once said. Let's see that foot. Oh, just a little hesitation, and she lost the momentum from that right leg carrying around, and that killed her flip.
All right, we're back at it. How will Charlie Huyen respond to Hazuki's run? She doesn't know what just happened. She heard the crowd. But here we go. I like this starting point.
Eyeing
This
up
is
the
something
cone.
different.
The rebuttal.
The Montana cone.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Slapping the legs to get them warm. Here we go. Trap door.
Oh! Landing a little low, but still carrying on.
Come on, Charlie.
Gainer off the ledge. Ooh. Little round off inward dive roll.
Keeping it dicey, keeping the flow going.
Nice.
All right.
Solid, solid.
And slightly better execution, but I wonder how these two runs are going to
Yeah,
stand
that's
up
a
against
tough
each
one,
other.
right? We have
Right,
a
two
high
different
difficulty
styles.
level, but maybe some slip-ups in the first run, and then a little bit cleaner, but less big tricks perhaps in the second run.
Let's
Again,
go.
I mean, the impact these athletes are taking
Yeah.
every single run, hectic.
We're gonna see if that last bail is gonna come into play for Hazuki.
All right, what are the judges going to do here? There's the flip.
Hazuki
going
takes
Hazuki.
it! Come
Hazuki's getting a
on!
second chance.
Look, I mean, that just shows you, right? It was just a couple. There's a couple tricks in there
Yep.
that gave her the edge.
They were big enough. They were hard enough.
And not to mention that Sukahara that she started her run with, like that is a high-level trick off of a low-level ledge.
She also did it at a spot where there's not a ton of prep space, you know?
No.
And pulled it off pretty good.
The Zilch run-up. Shout out double
Zilch.
zero or 0-0.
All right,
Grab
Mai Jakuya. Give it up for Mai Jakuya. Semi-finalists here at Kings of the Concrete.
Hey, my bad. Let's go.
All right, Mai, starting up top. Almost up top.
She's about 20 feet up.
The sub-penthouse.
Don't scare the Sid.
Oh,
It's not funny.
she can hear me?
It's not
Oh,
funny.
no. Yeah,
her,
yeah,
maybe.
the athletes can't hear us.
Let's go.
All
Solid side across that gap.
Whoa!
Eased out gainer.
Did not need to go that big with it, but
But we're glad she did.
yo!
Oh!
Shout out to Nolly.
Yeah, right. Shuriken cutter.
Wow.
Nice.
Mai is so clean.
Little box
That
cutter
was
with an
incredible.
intentional touchdown at the end.
Correct me if I'm
Round
wrong.
is up.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a Street Fighter 3 trick, right?
That's a Tatsumaki.
Okay.
That's a KOTC 3.
Ah, you can. I can hear it. That was sick.
Let's see it. Swipe is swipe.
Such an aesthetic trick, too. It
Yeah.
just looks cool.
I mean, super steezy that whole time.
Oh, we have
There we
broken
go.
full.
Broken. Broken means touching down on the ground like that. I know it sounds like we're dissing the trick, but we actually aren't.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, we got Nat Venio all the way from Montreal, Canada.
A little moisture kicking in. Wonder if that's going to come into play. I think not. I think it's going to add to a little grip maybe.
Here's
with all
the
this
good news.
paint.
Yeah, that wood actually gets grip here.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
It's not like masonite or skate light that you'd find on a ramp. It's actually pretty tacky. This paint has a way of like not necessarily repelling water, but it doesn't really get slippery.
Yeah, it just locks your shoe in.
Might want to wipe that cone down too.
We're going to make sure the course
I had
is
so many jokes
safe.
for that right there that I will save for later.
Yeah.
For the after
let's do
party.
that.
Yeah, I want to hear it later for sure.
I will come find you, though. Jokes
Dude, what was that joke you were trying to say earlier?
about the cone.
Yeah, you said
All right, we want to know how all of you out there are watching. Hit us up on social media at Kings of the Concrete. Follow, like, subscribe, whatever they tell you to do on the internet. But go on there, leave some comments. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you want to see in our next event.
Let's go, Nath. Ooh, all inward side. Tough foot placement on
Yeah,
that
high
one.
step up.
Oh,
Half on
Arabian on
half.
half.
Let's go.
Come on,
Nice.
Nath.
Filing it out with the pistol.
Wow.
Short but
Concise.
sweet. Yeah, very
Nice.
concise
Short and
run.
sweet. Everything landed great. Flowed well, connected. Great run, Nath.
That unhalf,
Yeah.
you go for a backflip, half twist, and then undo that half twist in the opposite direction. Difficult
Not
trick.
easy.
Nope.
I feel like we're watching video parts here. This rolls. All right, got the thumbs up from the judges. Now let's flip those boards up. All right.
Oh,
I
my.
takes it.
Is that finals?
My Jakuya.
To the finals.
Our finals.
Come on.
Looking strong. Wow, the women just went hard
Japan versus Japan.
on the paint, on the black paint. That was wild. Kings of the Concrete, Tempest in the house. So what I love is, these athletes, they're all, they're teens, 20-somethings. They started watching this. They probably saw it on the internet. They might have saw a Dom Tomato video. They might have watched a store clip. They were inspired. They went to their local gym, or they just went out to the sidewalk and started making things up. But what we're seeing now is this new generation of parkour athletes who have been soaking it all in, did their research. The proof is in the pudding. We're getting better and better every single year.
The bar just keeps going up, and I'm not even sure if it could keep going up. But every year it does somehow.
No, it's only going to keep going up. Honestly, we are going to see some amazing stuff in the coming years. Like look at what we're seeing here, and imagine what could happen next year after seeing that. Imagine the athletes it's going to inspire.
Well, again, we had over 3,500 video submissions. That's a lot. That's a lot of tricks. That's a lot of time watching the world's best parkour athletes just trying to get in this contest. So with that, our semifinalists are set. Your men's division. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That red line is not good. Ellis Torhall made it in the semis, but Shea Rudolph, the red line. What does this mean, Jeff?
Ellison finals?
Or does Ryan?
Oh, man.
Does,
Wild.
What happens there?
Wild happenings.
To buy? Or do we move Ryan up?
We got to.
Hey, throw Ryan in.
Oh, we got official word.
What-
Rai.
Rai's going to take
Rai's taking
Ellis.
Come
spot.
on, okay.
I don't think anybody's disappointed about that.
You know what? You never know what's going to happen at Kings of the Concrete.
Full of surprises.
It's fluid.
Switching it up.
But, I mean, you saw it happening, right? You saw it telegraphing all the way through. And now we could have potentially homies,
Okay.
friendly fire in the finals.
And it was
We
such a
could have a
tough
rematch.
decision. It was a really, really tough decision for Rai's bracket, so it's really nice that we get to see a little bit more out of him today.
Yeah, and
I'm
guess what?
ready.
No commercial break. We're going straight into it. We're going to fire things up. Our semifinals, if anything you saw previously got you excited, get ready for more because these athletes have a little bit saved. We know it. They know it.
Yo.
Crowd knows
Yeah,
it.
They need to.
Yeah, you're going to have to step it up for the finals, son. How you going to beat the champ?
Well, and guess what? It's going to be golden hour here in Venice Beach. No better time than to run our semifinals. So here's what's happening behind the scenes. Well, you tell us what's happening behind the scenes. You came up with a lot of the ideas for this concept. What's going on with the athletes behind that wall right over there?
Well,
Lot of
probably a whole
pacing.
lot of nerves. Trying to stay warm, planning, thinking, strategizing. I don't want to be in their spot. to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
or trying
This
not to
is
think.
a tough field.
You know, the hardest thing when you're put in this position is to not make any last-second decisions. Because when you're in a competition like this, there should be no questions about any of the tricks in your lines lest you mess up and get the entire run just trashed.
Well, and then what's so tricky, though, is not knowing who's coming next, who's going to win. So as the bracket develops, though, you might have to kind of plan, differently. You might have to throw some things you maybe didn't intend to because you know your opponent, is really good.
And whatever your plan was, you might have to throw it out the window because nature has other plans for you. We are just
Yeah.
the first time it's rained in 2025. But guess what? It's just a light one, so it's just going to be a little bit here. The thing is, for such an unsafe sport, we have to try to make it as safe as possible.
I mean,
Mitigate the
these
risk.
guys are going over their head twice off, 10, 12-foot gaps, drops. You got to make sure.
while we
landing
wait,
zones are cool.
while we wait this rain out just a little bit, that gives us a chance to actually catch up with the women's highlights from the semifinals.
Oh, let's see. That's Sukahara.
Big trick from
Swing castaway. Tough momentum to harness. And there's Charlie with that nice gainer. Come
This was
on,
so
my
big. Went the
juicy
distance on
gainer.
that one.
Shuriken
Yup.
cutter Tatsumaki Senpukyaku, they say. There's Nath with that difficult foot placement.
Stylish pistol.
That last semi was tight. That was close.
That was cool.
I mean,
And we're set for a good final for sure.
full credit to our judges for really looking at all the nuances of each and every trick, each and every run. I feel like the 20-second time limit it's kind of out the window because there's no timer, there's no clock. These athletes know exactly the 20 seconds, right?
Dude, honestly, if you want to go for 30 seconds, 40, if you got more gas
Our rules
in the
are
tank.
slightly loose. Our rules are a little loose, and that's how we want it.
That's how the rules in parkour go as well. We try and keep a little loosey-goosey. We're not so firm on our rules and how things got to be done. We all have a different take on the sport.
Well, and those different takes what makes judging so hard. I mean, you can't even compare one trick to another sometimes. Different styles, different obstacle interactions. You can't just quantify it by twists and flips. So it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
So moving into the semifinals with Rai now going up against Ellis Torhall, Rai has got the fire under his booty, and if
He's got
he
work to
makes
do.
some crazy business happen, he could potentially dethrone the champ. We could see it happen in this next round.
And if there's anybody to do it, could be Rai.
If anyone's hungrier, it's that guy.
I mean, he's been training, and again, I don't know if it's focused to beat Ellis, but you know who's in the comp. You know who the champion is. You kind of have to train to beat Ellis.
Yeah, and we do have, like we said, Dr. Shafar has been on hand all day. So while there has been, a couple things going on out there, our medical crew has been right on top of it. You hate to lose an athlete, but again, the storyline's developing, right?
Yeah.
Rai could have just dodged one, and now he's got another chance.
Yep.
And his run, that was
it
the
deserved it.
semifinal
Yeah,
hammer.
it deserved it.
I gotta wonder at what point Mr. Twin ended up getting injured, though. Like, I think he had an existing knee problem, and maybe it was aggravated by some of these high-level tricks.
Landing from like 20 feet up straight onto.
Well, and not only
20
hard
stories
slide.
up, he was dropping.
when you're rotating that fast too and coming down onto the concrete,
Well, yeah.
you're, sometimes there's just more impact, even if you're not going that high.
That's another thing. I mean, you can feel. Okay, you're in your living room right now. Stand on the couch and jump onto the floor. It doesn't feel great. Now imagine doing that off a 1.5-story building while generating the momentum,
Yep.
adding to the speed element. And it looks like our course is being expertly dried off, wiped down, made safe. Well, I mean, it's not being made safe. It's just being dried off. There's nothing safe out here.
Just safer.
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 As safe as you can get.
Man, the craziest thing about this sport is you can land all your tricks perfect, and it can still hurt. Like,
Yeah.
That's how it is a
Yeah.
high-impact sport, and you got to be ready for that. You got to be in the gym. You got to be lifting and prepared for these hard landings, especially here at Kings of the Concrete.
Well, and that really plays into the name of it too, because obviously we're not on concrete. Some of these obstacles aren't concrete.
That's concrete. That
Well,
cone
yeah.
thing.
In previous years too, our events have been mostly on concrete, but it's more kind of playing into the idea that free runners need to be masters of their craft and be able to land these tricks on concrete. A lot of the times we're in the streets landing on concrete, and so someone who's a master of the movement and able to do these tricks onto hard surfaces, they are, kings of the concrete in their own right. So kind of a metaphor there as well as being literal, and
I like that.
that's what you're seeing
It's
today.
almost spiritual as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's
little
got to
bit.
be there's got to be people at home or people who are walking by in Venice wondering, like, why don't they use mats?
Yeah.
Buddy, we were doing that 20 years ago. We have moved on. We are looking for a level of expertise that does not require the mats. Maybe in preps, but in your final run, you got to be that level of locked in these days.
There's also something to be said. I mean, if you're putting mats down, it would be interesting, but maybe a little bit more interesting when the risk is high. And, part of this event is showing the world that free running is dangerous, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually for real, and this takes time and effort to get this good and be able to throw these tricks.
I do equate it to, you think about skateboarding. You practice at the park. Then you take those tricks you learned at the park over and over, the repetition. You take it to the streets. You film your videos. You film your video parts. That's kind of what we're seeing right now is a lot of this stuff has been practiced again and again and again in a gym, potentially near you. But we're seeing all that practice now taken to one of the rawest levels that you can. I mean, this is the streets right here. It's
As close as we can
fabricated
get on
streets,
Venice Beach, yeah.
but
As
it's
hard as
still
it gets.
hard.
Yeah.
We're in the heart of Venice. All right.
Looks like the course prep is wrapping up
Still
now
working
Yeah.
a little bit, but
on that
looks
hashtag
good.
no
Sun is
slip.
beaming
We,
on us.
we
It's
got
back
the
out.
blower. It's going to be sunglasses time. Well,
It
Josh,
might
though,
be.
he's already.
I've been on it.
already
I've
got
been
it
taking
going.
them on and
What do I
on.
got over here?
I got the Altivity sunglasses. Thanks for supporting our event, Altivity.
What is
I'm glad we got our sun bum.
And over there is Mr. Zirkin, a legend of the sport in that yellow hoodie.
I love that he's still around.
Yeah, dog.
Being a legend, filming, helping wipe down the course. I mean, he's still in here, helping out. Shouts. He was waving to us, Josh.
Goated. Style God. Shout out Ashigaru. Shout
Uh-oh.
out Gangsta's Paradise.
Another cool thing, I mean, while we're talking about Marcus being a legend and out here still kind of being a part of the community, this is still a community-ran event.
Yes.
It's put on by athletes, for athletes.
See a Swedish storm developing, folks.
Yes, sir.
Ain't talking about the rain.
We are going XL with Ellis Toro, baby.
All right, your semifinals are set. This is
XL.
all about who is going to make their way into the finals. KOTC 2025.
Both athletes in this matchup have a tall order. The
And this is
reigning
fertile ground for Ellis. He is no stranger to stepping it up. I saw some of the preps he was doing here, but boy, oh
know what's
boy.
coming, Josh?
Yup, we are in for a treat.
Should I be scared or excited?
Both.
Double
Gainer across the gap!
Oh my gosh, we've seen so many crazy things across that gap, and we're
Let's
probably
go.
more stuff right here. Big old swing into a full
fold.
Stomps it.
Let's
Up
go,
on
Ellis.
Venice feet.
Hey.
Give it up.
Damn, son.
When Ellis is fired up like that, you know something big just went down.
Dude.
That
Still
was
in your
wild.
chair. You're not behaving correctly.
Come
Double
on.
gainer gap.
So
in
here's the replay.
semis.
Ellis, not only did he bring just mind-blowing tricks, but he does do well at linking in between.
And a couple small mistakes in there, a little foot slip,
You know,
but
that might
it's
have
not
been
going to matter.
slippery. I don't know what that was, but it didn't really bug him.
Favorite trick in that line?
All of them.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
dude,
fair.
the double
That's
gainer
fair.
gap for me,
yeah, it's got to be
probably.
the gap. I mean, come on.
That is a finals level trick, too. And here we have Rai Rai Abiang.
What's going through your head if you're right now?
Go off.
Oh, snap.
No fear. Go
Yeah.
off.
I think just full steam ahead.
He's thinking, I'm going to go in, dog.
Well, that's been an emotional roller coaster, right? You're in, you're out, you're in, now you're back in.
Yeah.
He did look a little bit bummed after finding out he wasn't going on, and then
He's got to lock back in
now.
after that.
Yeah, he's got to
dog.
be stung now.
Bro has that mindset. You can tell. He can lock it
Yeah.
right back in.
I mean, he's definitely, at a young age of 17, taking it really serious. He's showing that competition maturity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, crowd, let him hear it. Give it up for Rai Rai.
So Rai starting in the same spot.
That look.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
look.
go.
My heart's going.
Yes, sir. He's locked in.
Here we
Come
go.
on. Stuck it. Big business about to go down.
Capable of so much. What are we about to see?
Yes.
Fully focused. In the zone.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Oh,
Building the tension.
this is intense. Let's go, Rai.
Yeah, he's got this.
If anybody can do it, you can do it.
That's right. Light as a feather.
He's the man for the job.
Will this tell me something? The beginning of this is going to be huge.
It could be a world first, who knows? It's gonna be gnarly.
Come on.
We're pulling the bowstring back right now.
He's
my
fighting. He's fighting an internal
Once it
battle.
starts, guys, it's not gonna stop.
So tough when you think you're out of the tournament, then you got to get back into that headspace.
For sure. And then even just being up here this long is probably, oh, the other athletes are running from the back of the course right now to hype him up, give some words of encouragement, tell him they got his back. Everybody wants to see someone succeed. And in this case, it's Rai with probably something huge across his gap.
Let's go.
Rai stomping, showing emotion. This is what you like to see. You can't help but root for a person in this position. Come on.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Lock in, Rai.
Come on.
There's the battle. Give
That's
it up.
it.
Give it up.
That's it. Lock in.
can't contain myself, guys. I'm going
There
crazy.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll wait. I'll wait for it.
Yes, sir.
I'll
All
wait
day.
for it.
No pressure, Rai.
No pressure. I'm feeling like there's a lot of pressure.
Well, yeah, there's a lot, but I'm saying
He's gotta
don't
tune
rush,
that
buddy.
out.
We want to see this.
He's got to stay in his head.
Oh,
Double gainer gap!
Let's
go!
We gotta be locked in now.
Battle of the double
Big
gainer!
swing up. Full
in!
Landed well.
Come on!
Very similar
Yes,
line
sir!
run to Ellis right now.
Triple
goal! Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
Rai Abiang!
Snatching it! Never
boys
before
are going
seen
crazy.
battle of
Oh
the
my
double
God.
gainer gap!
I know we're going crazy. We need to break this down during the replay.
Oh my
We have
God.
two exact same starting tricks.
Wow.
Similar lines, both going off the bar. The judges have minor details to go off of here too.
Oh.
Who wins this?
Wow.
Josh.
What? How do you choose between those two
Oh
runs?
my gosh,
Hey.
what a moment.
All I know,
Dude.
that was worth the wait.
Absolutely.
That built the
Right.
tension, that built the drama, that built the story.
Whatever
And
happened,
thankfully, it's not up to us.
whatever happened, that was the battle of the ages. We're not even done.
Dude.
I broke my chair.
Guys.
Have you ever seen two double gainer caps in a competition?
Oh my
Woo!
God.
All right, everybody,
Sorry.
everybody,
Sorry.
everybody. Let's go silent right here. Our judges are ready.
How are they?
This is a big decision.
Dog.
Let's flip it.
Right,
Oh!
There will be a new
There will be a new king of the country.
Massive upset!
He's been locked in. He's been focused. The wait was worth it.
Holy!
Hey, Ellis asked for it.
Oh,
He put on
My
a show
God.
for the ages.
guys,
was
he
worth
wanted.
the
group
wait.
hug already happening. The competition isn't even over, and we're celebrating.
It is
What a crazy
semi-finals!
moment. Oh,
This whole crowd behind us, everyone's talking about it. They're reacting.
Dog.
That's why we
wow.
came. That
King
is
of
why
the
we
concrete
came.
What a
tree.
moment for our sport. What a moment for Rai.
That's
Nowhere
why
else
we do
in
this.
the world are you going to see a battle like that. What a high level for the sport.
I'm gonna throw my chair into the ocean.
Dude. Holy.
I'm slightly emotional. I'm not going to lie. I've been watching Rai since he was a young kid. He's come out to my gym. I've been out to his dad's gym. And what a moment for this young man. I am just...
All right.
I am this.
All right. The party's
Okay.
over.
It's not
for
over.
Now. The party's over for now. We gotta
the
get back
party's
to
not
business. We gotta get back to business.
That party's over for now. Now we're back to the party. KOTC.
Because look what's going on behind the scenes right
Oh
here.
my God.
Yeah, we got more work
Guys,
to do.
we got
more work to do.
madness.
Guys, day is not.
I gotta
finished.
call it though. We're gonna need some people to come blow off this side of the course. We had so many people rushing the stage. We've got sand all over here, and who knows what is gonna happen next. So guys, can we get everybody off the stage, please?
Sit
Yeah,
down.
clear that stage. Give him props after. Son.
I know it's hard. I know after that it's almost probably impossible, but we gotta do this thing.
We got a little bit more work to do here, folks.
We
Oh
got
my
people running.
God.
Incredible, guys.
Dude.
Josh is slumped in the chair.
I am destroyed.
Absolutely bent.
But guess
Josh,
what?
yo, sorry, buddy. I hate to break to you. You got more work to do.
Oh my God.
Guess what, folks? We got more for you. Give it up,
Oh
Kings of the
my
Concrete.
goodness.
Dude,
Yeah,
resurrect
Kaido's asking
me.
for a sweep as well. We definitely got to do this.
call a healer. I need a resurrection. Dude, that was insane.
I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, to be honest with you. I'm still
Oh.
kind of coming off of that
Yeah.
high.
Woo. You need another burger, huh?
Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Venice Beach and viewers at home, if that didn't prove to you that this is just the craziest free running in the world, I don't know what will. Wow.
Like,
Let's speak
without a
now.
doubt, the most insane battle we have ever seen in competition history.
I might be
He
a little-
said it, and I believe it.
I might be a little biased because I'm heavily involved in this, but best comp. Best free running comp.
Got me up. So far, so good. And more to come.
Josh is still melting.
Dude, I'm slipping between the
course
splits
is
and this
getting
lawn
cleared.
chair, dog.
Okay.
You're the best!
Guys, another thing, we might do this more than once this year.
I,
No, we are doing it
We
more
are.
than once. Or more than twice? Maybe.
Oh my god.
all right, everybody.
Lock in. We are far from finished.
We have one finalist so far. We got one finalist.
Wow.
Who is it going to be to meet up with Rai Rai in the finals?
Oh my
Denali and
goodness.
Kaido going head to head. It could be either one.
Dude, battle of
Kaido's
the
looking
Titans.
locked.
All right, let's lock it in, crowd. Give it up for Kaito!
Come on! The year of the Kaito, he has said. He's about to back it up.
How hard do you send it here? 90%? Or do you just got to go 100?
Final.
Nah, you gotta go 100.
So knowing
please.
Kaido, again, he said it's his era. He's going all out.
Are we in the we're about to find out if we're in the Kaito era.
Dude,
We're gonna find out.
this is gonna tell us right here. Has
Oh, I
Kaito
can't
caught
wait
it,
to
or
find
will Denali take it? We're about to find out.
The crowd sure seems to think we're in the Kaito era.
Oh, he's eyeing up something big.
Dude,
That's a drop.
I'm nervous.
A drop and a half, maybe.
dude,
2 drops.
that is Chog Deluxe. That's
Oh!
Come on!
3,
2,
1.
Kaito from the top rope.
One court! Are you kidding me?
One court into the sunset. And he's still going.
Double full. He still got it.
Oh
Yup.
my gosh, I can't take any more of this.
How is he
Kaito's
still moving?
running. We're probably gonna see at least one more big trick.
Triple full.
Stop spin.
Oh,
He didn't need to flex on us like that.
He's got healthy
What are
hips.
you doing, Kaido?
He hit us with it.
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness.
Look
He
at
hit
that
us
front
with it.
board.
He's laughing. He's literally walking off the course like, yeah. Oh, look at the celebration, you
I
guys.
think we're in the Kaito era.
Guys,
Is that an NBD?
can we
quad
talk about
four?
it? That's what I'm. Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Is it NBD?
Dude, okay, so comments, light me up if I'm wrong. Feel free. But I do not think I have ever seen a cork quadruple twist in competition or onto hard floor, period.
So we're getting world's first.
World first right here.
Had to. Had
Bro, we had the double gainer battle. Now we have the quad cork. How is Denali going to follow that?
Well, it's a tall order, and he's taking the stage now, probably with some nerves.
Here's the thing, though.
It's Kaido.
Kaito came in strong with the big guns at the start. Had some chillers towards the end, which is crazy to call those chillers. If Denali can keep the level high, he could take it.
Pack it in, Denali.
Pack it in. Let me begin. Denali came to win.
Getting
Anybody
hyped.
can do it.
Getting hyped.
Denali is up for the job with Kaido.
Denali Surunu.
What a matchup.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
crowd. Come on, crowd. Give him some.
Let him hear it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go!
Oh!
Double Arabian Scissor. Lincoln Swirly.
Dude, wow!
With the transition.
Back to back. How do you even pop up off the ground
Come
after that
on!
landing?
Lotus. Oh,
Guys.
Hurricane.
That leg
Are you
did not
kidding
cover
me?
that much. He just used one ledge.
Wow.
It gave the max
Dude.
amount of action
Hey,
you could.
Close the
saw it?
ledge down. Close that ledge.
Guys,
Close
it's
it.
done.
It's done.
It's done.
Spot
That
is
one
killed.
didn't get taken out. Denali, what a showing from you.
That's the
No
Denali
way. That was
ledge,
crazy.
okay,
The
from now
Denali
on.
special.
So we saw the Shuriken cutter,
Oh
but
my
here,
gosh.
Lotus directly into the Shuriken, adding
Wow.
one extra spin.
The amount of things he did back to back without any steps was
Dude.
unreal.
How, dude?
How?
Judge it.
How is right?
What is
how did
going
any
on?
of that happen?
Oh, this is gonna be a crazy final. Either way we go.
This
Yeah.
is preposterous. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that parkour could get to this level.
welcome. Welcome to the next level.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
All right, I got the thumbs up
Well,
from
back
the
to the
judges. A huge decision right now. Who will be our second finalist?
Denali!
Denali!
Let's go!
Wow, guys.
Come on!
An unheard of final. Why do we think it's Denali? What happened here? Let's break it down.
So, just like we said earlier, Kaito came in with the big guns right off the bat, hitting that NBD quad cork. But Denali did exactly what he needed to do and kept that level high for the entirety of his run. Not only did he hit that double Arabian scissor, but he hits that gainer or lotus, I don't remember, right into the shuriken, which is already a difficult trick to land. But to do that, going directly from a flip, is such a high-level maneuver.
I think what it was is, even though Kaito had, the MBD, the huge quad cork, some of the landings maybe not as good, and the connections of flow, maybe a bit lengthier line, more flow transition moves in between the big tricks. Denali just went hit, hit, hit after hit.
Yeah,
Well,
dog.
our judges have cool heads. They're watching everything again. So we're maybe looking at the best trick of the event compared to a run that was completed.
And
Smooth all the way through, no transition moves. Everything was right in its proper place.
And that's kind of the Denali special. There are no transitions with Denali. He takes the ending of one move and directly transitions into the beginning of the next move with no fluff in between.
All right, the women's division finals are set. We've got Hazuki, Kishigami, Mai, Takuya, head to head. This
and-
right here is a battle we've been waiting for. We are
Good
going
one.
to crown a brand new champion in our women's division.
I'm excited. You know why? Because that means that the next one, if the old champions come, it's going to be a battle of the ages.
Yes.
They got to run it back for that crown.
Well, it's prime time again here in Venice Beach, California. Kings of the Concrete 3. We're about to see our women's finalists. 14 years old, Hazuki Kishigami has had an emotional path to the finals. Threw it down early, shed some tears, came fighting back all the way
And
to a
that's the
first or
athlete
second
mindset.
place finish.
Dude, and setting up for something high up there. Could be our highest impact trick we've seen in the women's division so far.
We've seen a lot of athletes go off of that spot.
Thumbs
And we're
up.
getting one more.
Crowd.
Here we go.
Let's
Pull
go.
up.
Yes.
This for everything right here. The women's
And we're
finals.
in. Big drop
Big
down.
drop.
Onto the bar.
Let's go. Double flyaway.
Oh,
Ooh.
still going
All
somehow.
right. Okay.
An absolute warrior.
Come on.
Trick.
Double
Whoa,
fall.
stop it despite
the
that
final
bail in the
trick.
middle there.
Wow.
Definitely want to make sure she's okay, but wow, a recovery.
Holy crap, the scalpel
Oh my
scraper on that
goodness.
landing. Wow.
Let's check the replay here. So this drop down, here comes.
Name a
The
tougher
midline
athlete.
discrepancy.
I'll wait.
What?
Dude.
Yeah. Again, at such a young age, just such a tank.
Crazy landing.
Wow, that is not a nice bail.
No.
Well,
Wow, hitting that prayer
Guys,
pose.
you go from the worst slam we've seen of the day into this finishing trick that was mind blowing.
yeah,
And
oh
still,
my gosh.
yeah, still nails that double full.
How do you keep going after that? What?
That is real grit and determination, power. I'm shook.
Dude.
That was incredible.
And
To
I wanna-
get back
yeah,
up
I want to talk
and
about
keep
too,
going.
Not only did she continue the run, she stopped that last trick.
Yup.
Like it didn't happen.
Didn't affect her.
All right.
Hey, Maya up on
The
court.
answer back from my.
My.
This could be the most important 20 seconds of her athletic career
Come
right
on.
here.
Yeah, let her hear it.
We'd love to see it. Jumping right in.
Oh, shuriken cutter.
Also, a bit
Let's
of a
go.
bail. Still going though. Whoa!
Oh.
The fake out.
Come on.
I like that. I like a
Surprise
good
back.
surprise.
Nice gainer, snatching it back. I see that energy coming up.
Okay, using a lot of the course here. Maybe got off the rhythm a little bit, but let's see what she can finish.
Oh!
Double twist.
Really
calling it
straight
right
to
there.
W. High level line, but you know, you do run the risk when you're redlining like that.
Guys, I think what we saw here was two warriors going as hard as they can for the final.
That was, I'm feeling that. That was emotional.
Maybe it got
Judges are deliberating, but we're not going to see a card flip until the awards
That's
ceremony.
right.
Oh, true.
Set the stage a little bit harder. We're watching the replays here. Again, a couple things not going to plan for either athlete. And again, I think just the pressure of the finals. The crown is so close you can grab it.
Well, also, they've been throwing down for 2 days straight now.
Yep.
As hard as you could possibly go.
Yep.
I wouldn't have been able to walk since yesterday morning.
Well,
So the fact that
I'm
they
not going to be
still
able to
go.
just watching.
Taking any of these bales too, one thing people might not know is it zaps your energy.
It does.
So to be able to recoup, regroup, and hit a couple more tricks after that is incredibly impressive.
Well, it's been a wild ride to our men's finals. We got Ryan Abiang going up against Denali Saruno. Who would have called it in the quarters at the beginning?
And what are
But guess
people
what?
thinking, man?
You're about to see it.
Well, and we
The
even
proof
had
is in
that
the
switch
pudding.
up, you know. Could have been twin parkour here.
Oh, true.
But thanks to the switch up, we've got Rai.
Damn, Rai versus Denali. Who could have called that?
The tension is building. We are live from Venice Beach, California, KOTC, Kings of the Concrete 3 2025. Chris Cote, Jeff Garrido, Josh Dohe. I mean, we're blown out. But guess what? We get to do it one more
my
time.
God.
The men's
I'm
final.
going to explode.
Let's
My heart cannot take.
Let's go a tail of the tape right here. All right.
Okay.
So I would say two underdogs
Yeah.
coming through, right? I mean, these guys are the top of their game, but two underdogs coming through. So now really it's like we're leveled out. The playing field is
Absolutely.
clear.
Anybody's.
Dude, and most people had their money on either Kaito or Ellis taking it. It's insane to see such a big upset on both sides of the bracket now coming head to head. What a surprise and a delight here at Kings of the Concrete.
This could be, you know, a result of what we were talking about earlier, where you have these champions, you have these top ranked athletes that everybody's now watching and gunning for. You know, people could have been planning for these matchups. and
Targets.
That's why they're taking them out.
Yeah, Ellis had a big target
Gotta
on
take
his head.
defense.
And now it is the showdown at sundown.
Ooh.
Oh, imagine doing that last run Rai did, and then now you have to go one more time. Oh, so close though.
It'd be straight to the sauna for me. I would not be here. I would take my placement and dip.
Hey,
Well,
crowd, people at home, give it up to Tempest Freerunning for putting on this epic event live on the beach. Kings of the Concrete, men's finals about to get cracking.
Rai's locking in.
all
Yeah.
right.
Yes. Give
Here it
him
is.
some.
What else could he possibly do?
Well,
Show us what you
it's
got.
Rai. He's got more in the tank.
Yes, sir. He could hit the triple.
I feel like he's eyeing up a combo for the ages.
Combo for the finals, that's for sure. Here we go.
Double
Double
side!
on like a foot of a drop.
Frog gainer like nothing!
Just moving from one banger to the next.
Let's go.
Onto the bar. Big cast out. Is it what I think it is? Full. Okay,
Dude.
just comboing like that.
Let's
After a full
go.
full.
Come on.
That was the final run.
Was indeed.
Bye-bye.
Look at this double side. That is
Here
not
we
a
go.
drop. That is a knee-height ledge.
Straight to Conk Gainer. The linkage is so good. Rapid fire.
A little stutter step there, but saved it with a little
I
variation.
don't
on the
even
full.
know if you can count that.
I love the
Oh,
stall
it's going
too.
crazy.
Stalled at the
So I'm
top.
not gonna lie. He
Wow.
did say he wanted to do triple flyway. Maybe that was in reserve for, I don't know,
I don't
a different
know.
final. But
The end
full,
bit
full,
too. I love
regardless.
the excitement
yeah,
at
just
the end.
stomped. He's
Added
such a
flair.
good showman here, throwing the hands up.
Putting a bow on it at the end.
Yeah,
And
love to
don't
see that.
forget, so Denali's in the back right now. He doesn't know what just happened. I mean,
He heard.
probably heard it.
Yeah,
you heard us
heard?
screaming.
Oh, you heard the screams.
All right, so take that out the window. But still, you didn't see it.
Yeah, you just
No.
got the podcast version.
All right, Denali Saruno, 21 years old.
Who will be crowned king of the concrete?
This is going to be an emotional victory for either one of these guys, no doubt.
This is a decisive moment and an all-time career high for both athletes.
This visual from down here looking up,
Incredible.
it never gets old. That's iconic.
And then just add the flips in. So
Yes,
Denali,
sir.
been in the Kings of the Concrete a couple times now. Made it through a few rounds, but never this far.
And there's no, like, they have to decide what they're about to do right before they do it.
Yep.
Here he goes.
Yeah, let's go.
Let him hear it. This
Ready
is
to
our
see it.
finals.
The last run of this event. Denali Saruno. Let's see.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Josh is already out of his.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Call it in the air, Josh.
Double or
Oh!
single. All right, he's going for the double.
Maybe play it safe.
Triple
Oh,
full.
over rotated. And he's calling
He's
it.
going to call it. Yeah, he was going for that double.
Okay, we have some early celebration going
Hold on,
over
hold
there.
on.
Yeah, guys,
I
hold
mean-
it, hold it.
We got, we're going to wait to make this
You
official.
can
What
definitely
happened?
wait. I
Yeah.
think even Denali at this point is kind of handing it over a bit. Rai Rai's run was about perfect. Here we're seeing Bales. Here we're seeing him kind of ending it short, and that's okay. That's sometimes just how it goes.
I thought for
But wow,
sure he was going to hit that double
Still
loaded.
a great final. We still, still saw some insane
Jeez.
action there.
I mean, my heart's beating out of my chest. The edge of my seat's worn off. Got no fingernails left.
I'm making the wrong calls, calling singles, doubles.
All right, all athletes to the course. Let's get all athletes to the course.
Head on over.
If you got to be carried, if you got to crawl, all athletes to the course. That
You gotta
look,
crawl.
hey, this is a fact. Best KOTC ever. Can we vote on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Easily.
Easy.
Massive upsets. Dude.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go best trick winners first. Yes.
Oh, I wonder.
We're going to send PK Jeffy over to that stage. He is our awards model.
Model.
Tempest
it
Pro.
up.
Tempest Pro, Jeff Garrido.
And there's all of our athletes who threw down today.
Come
What a
on, look-
tremendous showing.
Look at this crew. We just filmed a movie, Josh. We straight up just filmed an action movie.
Dude.
Okay, so
Whoa.
as we speak right now, the judges are deliberating best trick,
Wow.
and they've got a lot of tricks to choose from.
Dude.
A deep bag of tricks today.
Yeah, I got a couple picks in my head, but it is up to the judges. There was a lot of insanity that we saw there. It's going to be really tough to pick just one thing.
You know what? Hey, crowd, one more time. Every one of these athletes gave everything they had. Give it back to them.
Give it up.
I see tears of joy. I see tears of pain. I see emotion and passion for parkour. That's exactly what we want.
Yeah, you will not see more passion than these athletes here, carrying the sport and raising the level.
I see the future of parkour on stage right now.
Yep.
Look at this crew.
For the bright future, I got to put these sunnies back on.
Right. The judges right now, just one more check. I mean, best trick. When you think of all the tricks, that's a gold medal right there.
How do you pick one out of all that?
It's been a blur. I blacked out there
Dude.
for 2 hours.
I've been blacked out.
I don't know what's happened.
Dog.
I'm gonna have to watch the video at home.
Yeah, I hope we get a bunch of replays after this. I want to run through these memories.
Well, we don't. After this award ceremony, don't go anywhere. For those of you here on site and those of you watching at home, some big announcements from Tempest. I'll give you a hint. We're going global, Dohi.
Whoa.
We're going global.
Whoa, little
Hey.
hint there, huh?
Venice has been tight. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
We love Venice, and we'll probably be back to Venice, but there's also some flights in our future.
Whoa. Get your
Okay.
tickets booked.
Do we have decisions? Have decisions been made?
It's looking decisive. Crowns are on the move.
I can't take it.
Dude, the
Tension.
Look at this shot, too.
Oh my
Man.
gosh. Well, it is perfectly timed, right? The hero shot for all of our heroes up there.
Man, that sunlight.
Jeff Garrido's ready.
Dog. Man, what an insane
Look at this
competition.
moment. Couldn't ask for a better golden hour here in Venice. Uh-oh, I see champagne being shaken up. That's a
Uh-oh.
good sign. That is a good sign.
Shake it, baby.
All right, so I think with that, we're going to throw it over to our guy, Jeff Garrido.
Come on.
Yeah. You start talking.
Okay. Are we announcing best trick?
Yes, we are.
We're going to announce best.
I got to talk to my judges, guys. Give me 1 second here.
Talk it up,
I don't know.
dude.
I have no idea.
Man.
I have some ideas, but I'm not a judge. I just yell into this microphone.
Dude, I'm just in the flow state. I'm
I-
taking things moment by moment. It's hard to remember any of it because it was all so mind-blowing.
All right. Now I think Jeff has some pertinent information.
Give him the info.
All right, guys. We have some crowns to announce, but first, we're going to announce who won the Sickest Trick Award,
Sickest trick.
starting with the women. With a Sukahara off the Kings of the Concrete Wall, we have Hazuki.
Oop.
No, I get it. They both did really gnarly tricks. Like,
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
give it up for our sickest trick winner.
Sickest Suk. Sickahara.
Okay.
That's a check.
And
in there.
then men's Sickest Trick Award goes to Lachey Punch Inward Double Side. Rai
Come on, Rai.
Abiang.
Absolutely. What an unreal trick to throw in the middle of your line. What gas that's got to take.
Can you repeat that trick name for those of us in the back?
So Lachey, which is swinging and releasing from that bar, you're going to hit that wall, and you're going to flip twice before you hit the ground. That is a high level, if not max level trick, dog.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Jeff.
Jeff.
I like we just throw him out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Sydney right here with our 2 finalists from the women's division. She's going to raise a hand for our winner.
Who takes it?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Queen of the Concrete, Hazuki!
Come on! Sickest trick and the Queen of the Concrete.
I'm getting emotional over here. What a win. What a warrior. What a way to do it.
Hazuki, we have a crown for you. Congratulations.
Wow. Let's go. Let her hear it. Come on.
Hazuki, it was a hard competition. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
So we're going to have you head over to the cone over here. Hazuki is going to sign her name in graffiti paint underneath the Q on the cone.
Go big. Go
Edge
big.
into
And then we are going to
history.
announce our men's winner.
Added to the layers of paint.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
W. Let's go. Definitely her first time tagging.
Yeah, but she, abides by the rules.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I don't even know if that's legal, but I don't even care. I believe we have a permit for that.
Yep.
All right. Congrats to our queen of the concrete, Jeff Carrito, representing Tempest Freerunning. We'll do the honors to crown our king of the concrete 2025.
We're going to deliver the crowns here, and then I'm going to announce it. All right, folks. A hard-fought battle. Ups and downs. Your new king of the concrete, Rai Abiyan!
Unreal performance by Ryan Abiang.
Rai, before we get too caught in the mix.
Sickest trick and the winner.
Before we get caught in the mix here, you've been locking in. You wanted this bad. You spoke it into existence. It almost didn't go your way in that matchup with Shay. What were you thinking when you were told you were going in?
It was kind of just like, I wasn't really expecting it, but then everyone was telling me like, yo, you might be in, and I was like, what? And then they called my name, and I was like, yo, wait. And then, so, yeah, I was just hella surprised.
Speechless. I got one more question for you. You've been wanting this. Last event, you came out. It didn't quite go your way. You told us, I've been training to make sure it doesn't happen again, and now you're on the podium. What is that like?
Consistency. Just tons of training, focus, effort, discipline, and the most important, consistency. So, just been sticking.
Yes, sir.
So you heard it from the champion on how to be a champion. If you want it, consistency. Let's go sign your name in under the K.
I don't know. Something tells me that Rai's maybe done this before.
We'll have to
San
see.
Jose.
Yeah, let's see that hand stop.
Go big, Rai. Go big. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done this before.
Oh, yeah. Not his first time.
Hell yes.
That is our new champion, our new king of the concrete, Rai Abiyan. Give it up one more time.
We did that backwards. But we'll go.
I believe we can officially fire this party up.
Not gonna do it. Should we send them? Party time? Because we did the
Smile
crowd
for the
wrong.
camera.
Something's brewing over here.
Should we look out?
Oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your king and queen of the concrete.
come on.
Give it up.
Let's go. And here comes everyone storming the course. Now's your time. Bro. Let's go.
You're Asian. It's okay. They can't call you Asian.
Bro.
Oh, gosh.
Are you guys gonna do a we're checking out?
Yeah, you're sitting
Are you gonna say last words?
Sure, thing.
He's gonna say last words, and then he'll hand it to me.
Well, what a spectacular, world-class, game-changing performance here at Kings of the Concrete. I am going to sign off as your boy, Josh Dowie, and hand it over to our man, Gabe Nunez, for a couple quick words in just a second here. Thank you for having me, guys. What an honor to do it with
Josh
you.
Dowie.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait till this next episode of the movement right
I'll
here.
be back.
Like and subscribe. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, without this next special guest, none of this is possible. Gabe Nunez, congratulations. Thank you.
Got people
You're
trying to come
welcome.
over.
Like, what else can we say? Give us your thoughts on what just went down here on Venice Beach.
This has easily been the most emotional experience I've ever had.
Oh my gosh.
We've had an absolute entourage of humans putting this together. We've dealt with so many battles along the way.
Hurricanes, sand.
One day the story will come out of what it took to make this happen. But I think the most important thing is that we saw the next level of athletes step it up once again. And I've been talking to people all day. You can hear I'm losing my voice. The level keeps going up. It's literally out of reach. I can't comprehend what's happening. I'm in awe of everything I see. And these athletes, they're busting their ass. They're putting it all on the line, but they're doing it calculated, and it really is leveling up our sport. And I'm just forever grateful to be able to be a part of this thing.
Look, and I know the whole Tempest crew, all you guys, literally blood, sweat, and tears to make this happen. There must be something a little bit wrong with you guys, because you're going to do this again, and the news just broke again. So first, our next stop on Kings of the Concrete, where are we going?
The next stop is OMFG in Oslo. We partnered with the best in the business at festivals in the movement space. We're so excited to go there. They have all you can think of. I mean, it's literally a whirlwind of movement. And so for us to bring KOTC to that is one, the first time we get to go international, but two, it really, really feels like the next level of connection to that movement that we all want to keep staying a part of and to continue to grow. I mean, this shit is amazing, and we can't get enough of it. We're addicted to it, so let's go.
Look, I'm going to throw you right there under the bus. I don't even know if I'm allowed to break this news, but we're here. We're live. Gabe's here. So
Do it.
hit us with something. Hit
Do
us
it.
with
Drop
something
it.
extra. Give us something extra.
So the pressure's on, but listen, the whole point of KOTC out here in Venice Beach was like, hey, we're going to put it all on. We're going to do everything we can to just blow this out. And if we can make this a success, then maybe, just maybe, we can turn this into a World Series of events. So we're going to Oslo, and then we have just locked in that we're going to partner with Parkour Vieste, a good homie of ours, Maurizio, and we are going to do Vieste Italy in September. That is the news.
Come on. I'm available. I'm
stops.
available right here. You heard that. 3 stops, KOTC, exclusive. You heard it here first. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to the crowd for being there. Everybody's on the stage right now. It's happy hour. The party's about to begin. On behalf of myself, Jeff, Josh, and the whole crew here at Tempest Freerunning, all of our sponsors, thank you, Venice. Thank you to everyone that made this possible. You're blown away. We're blown away.
This is
what
Freerunning.
a day. We changed the world right there. Congrats to our winners. We'll see you in Oslo.
Thank you. Let's go.
Holy shit!